Yo, what is good, crew? What's up, X, Shadow, and Kron? Happy Tuesday. What's up, Sanctuary, Twitch, YouTube, Horde? One item to go, crew. As you guys know, finally found the Schaefers. We are down to one. We're in the actual end game now. Got one item to go. Warthewise is in return. The beard is coming. I mentioned this last stream. The beard's growing, man. You're going to see it long again. The beard is growing. We're on the way. He's coming back. Warthewise returns. Yo, Fatherson, what is good, brother? We officially found the Schaefers. We are down to one item. Death's Web. Death's Web. One to go, baby. One to go. Let's go. Finally ID'd that bad boy. Yo, what is good? Kron making good on his promise for the hammer. Look at those 5 gifted subos. What's up, Shaiko22, Raves, Sir 139, All Gamer 918, Buttons 822. Thank you for gifting the Horde, Kron. Let's go. This is for the hammer. This is for the Kramerhan. Hulk smash, baby. Hulk smash. And Kron, thank you for resubscribing to the channel. 16 months in a row. Let's go, baby. Starting the hype train. Oh, I haven't forgotten about your hammer, big boy. Your hammer still lives, homie. All right, guys. I forget what the TZs are tonight. I know that I think the next hour is Snapship because it's Ancient Sway. Andy is TZ'd late tonight. It's not until 11 p.m. local. I'm usually off by then. I'm going to see if I can keep my energy up. We'll definitely start with some horking. We'll kind of rotate around tonight, see what we can do. But yeah, the Soul Crusher is over, man. It's definitely over. Soul Crusher is 100% over, crew. Finally made it. We did it. Also, you guys are about to see on my next scene when we transition over, I made a small modification. For those that tune into all of my streams, you guys are going to know exactly what I changed. But I thought since we're down to one final item, we'd make a small little tweak to my scene. What's up, Fatherson? I'm doing a seasonal character this season, and the first week I'm doing pit runs to level up into Schaefer's drop. Of course it did. Fatherson, we're all doing seasonal characters, by the way. So, I have a 85 Sork up. Kron, even Shadow, we got to play hardcore. Pinky, we got a bunch of guys in the Discord playing hardcore, Fatherson. So if you ever want to group up, by the way, like there's a bunch of hardcore guys in my Discord, as you know, and there's a lot of people going. So if you want to just group up, man, Armada got back today and her Druid. Kay got back into it. Brainwasher came back. Pinky's playing over in EU. Oh, softcore online. Okay, got it. Oh, Reslo, right. Reslo joined the server. That's right. What is Reslo playing, Kron? It's good to see you guys, by the way. Been a minute. I probably will get a second stream in this week, guys, and I don't know if it'll be a Grail stream or if maybe I'll do a season 12 stream. Maybe we'll all kind of group together and play. We can jump in Discord and chat. I kind of see what I'm feeling. Besides, I'm the solo self-found loner type of player. Hey, man, I feel that, Fatherson. I get that, dude. A lot of people play SSF. Respect. Summon Druid is actually pretty decent. Yeah, I remember, yeah, Summon Druid definitely got some nice buffs for sure. Non-existent Friday, Monday. That's all good. Yeah, I don't know what my second stream would be, honestly. If I even fit it in. I mean, that's definitely the plan, to hopefully fit in a second stream. We'll see. All right, guys, let's get on over. You guys are about to see the little change that I made. All right, guys, there it is in the upper right. Got one item to go. Oop. I gotta close the Grail tracker down. There we go. I did a little cool static text. It's called static. You'll see that it's a little staticky there. I also matched the color of the time to the color of the text there. It's the same matching. I did static. I know it's kind of hard to read, but I thought it kind of had a cool little feel to it. So there we go, man. Definitely base. Death's Web remains. Let's go. All right, let's start up the clock. Let's get our first runs in. All right, Death Web remains. All right, so we're going to Hork. Let's drop this bad boy down to 1. Okay, so it's Bloody Foothills and Abaddon. I think it's Ancient's Way next at 9, 9 to 10, or maybe that's 10 to 11. So let's see what kind of comes up next. For now, we'll get some Hork runs in. We didn't ID some taunts from the last one. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Horky Hork. Pop, pop, pop. Hi-ya! Let's go, let's go. I gotta remember how to play Hork, man. I forgot my hotkeys, man. From playing Season 12, I like literally forgot some of my keys here. Oh boy. Pop, pop. I was saying, guys, can you imagine if we Hork the Death's Web? I would love nothing more than to Hork a Death's Web. That would be such an incredible thing to me. If we can actually pull that off, good God, if we Hork the web, that would be absolute savagery. I want nothing more. I want to finish the Grail on the Hork, man. Finish on the Hork. God, that would be awesome. Oh my God. Whoa. That amp. Oh my God, that amp. And archers. Dude, amp and archers are no joke, man. That's why I always joke, man, in pits. I don't care how strong you are, man. That'll wake you up in the morning, dude. Especially when you're amped. All right, a little rusty there. Been a minute since we played the Barb. That definitely gave me an extreme clench there, Shadow, for sure. I mean, when you're amped, you have to know the risk. Obviously, the smart thing to do would be go to town because it's the... Yeah, you have no shield. You're zerking at 0 defense. You're moving. Obviously, you have the evade on hustle, but that's like, you know, if it really even hits or works. So, I mean... Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be a risk when you're zerking, for sure. And that's the danger. It's the archers, really, that's the problem in pits. It's really not much else. I mean, it's the spectral archers, extra fast, might, Fana, you're amped, any combination therein. And we're amped again. You get amped so much in pits, man. I swear, dude. I'm not saying that amp procs more frequently, it's kind of like the cognitive bias, but I've always felt like I'm constantly amped. I don't know what it is about pits, man. Yo, what's up, Tactical Nuke? Don't get hit? Well, you're going to get hit when you're not teleporting, dude. I don't have Nigma on him, so it's going to happen. What's up, Fatherson? In hell in general, it seems everything amps you. Put a cure on the Merc. Yeah, I thought about a cure on the Merc for sure. I mean, he's currently just wearing gills. I mean, I could definitely do the cure build. I mean, that's definitely possible. I mean, I've been running this way for a long time, and I've been fine, so I kind of just feel like I'll probably leave it as is. We'll see. You gotta mod it so I can rename him Rico, brother. Oof, man, I can't believe we finally made it to one item, guys. How long did that take us? The real question is, guys, if we look in the upper right corner... No, I know. Honestly, you know what it was? This was the Merc that I was using early on during the progression, so I just don't think I really revisited the Merc. I could definitely probably revisit the Merc on him, Kron. But yeah, the real question is, are we going to find this web before 600 hours? I think that that's the wild card here, guys. Are we going to find the Death's Web before we hit 600? That is the real big question here. God, I hope so. Really would love to finish this before 600. I really wanted to finish this sub 500, but obviously that was a feat in itself with the deaths, because we had the 3 rips, as you guys know, so that was always going to be hard to do. Sub 5. Uh-oh. Is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is? Is that the other Kron? That's the Kron with a K. Not Kron Daily, the general of the Horde. The other Kron. I recognize the avatar. I think it is. I didn't even have to guess. I just saw the avatar and I knew it from the Degen Gen now. What's up, homie, man? Thanks for dropping by, dude. What's going on, brother? Happy Tuesday. Happy Grail Night. Happy Season 12. Happy Bloodmore Duels. Yeah, I'll probably roll a Cure. I can roll a new one. I got Cures somewhere on my my mules, but I can go also probably just roll a new one now if I really wanted to. Definitely got all the ingredients together pretty quick. Oh, boots. What's up? Just chilling, watching, about to head out for a bit and get some dinner. Wanted to bless you with some good RNG. I really appreciate the good blessings, my man. I'll take all the RNG blessings we can get. Hopefully you blessed us on the RNG servers tonight. Shadow thinks we're closing this down tonight. He said that in the beginning of the stream. Shadow said this Grail's being done tonight. I don't know. I think I got to stay up for the TZ Andy in a couple hours. That's going to put us in the best position possible. If I stay up for the TZ Andy, it's going to be a grind because I'm tired. We'll see. Then maybe we can make it. Call it in advance if I fall pretty asleep. Yeah, you're falling asleep because you're grinding Diablo, homie. That's why you're falling asleep, big dog. Wonder if we'll see Shady Geek tonight. We saw Extimus in the chat, man. Extimus showed up. X is here. X is probably lurking around. How about you go theory craft some Fury Druids? Whoa. Why did that just ding the Schaefers? Oh, that's really weird. Huh. Wait, why did that just go off? It just dinged in my ear, and then you can see Schaefer's went across the top. How funny is that we finally found two? Yeah, that's so weird, literally. It just dinged in my ear, and you can see that it went across the top. Huh. That's definitely a little buggy. Not sure what that was about. Well, it's fine. I mean, technically, we did find the Schaefers off stream, so I guess for those that are tuning in today, they can share in the excitement that we did officially find the Schaefers. Yeah, that was a very weird little bug there. I don't know why I did that. I mean, Extimus came back at the content. I guess he's got to write a diss track now. I think this is the beat too, man. This is a sick beat for a diss track. DJ War. Oh yeah, what lore was that, Kron? SFD, baby. SFD all day. Captain Kron, leader of the SFD. Oh man, 2 sets of champs here. Prawn Sucks Daily gets nuked by the ISP DC. Sorry, I gotta transition into my podcast voice. Welcome to another edition of Prawn Sucks Daily. Oh, it's Trav right now. That's what it was. Trav TZ'd can drop the items we need, but non-TZ Trav cannot. Even Horking won't do anything for Death's Web. TZ, that's a different story. But I think I'd rather still run Pits, but I could still go switch on the Din. We can run a little Trav if we want to switch it up here on the stream. We're going to be playing everything tonight. We'll probably get on the Nova. We'll get on the Din. If I were Horking. Yo, Tiggy, what's up, man? What's up, handsome? I will rock bottom you off a ladder war. Oh, yeah? You want the smoke. You want to get dominated in the blood war. I understand. Tiggy, you playing Season 12, or are you still just raiding over on WoW? Duke's up. Duke's up, Big Daddy. Ah, brick. Slowly playing a Javs on. And Tig, are you doing that on softcore or hardcore? Nah. You don't suck. It's just not your main game, man. You're a WoW player, man. I'll give you a break. I'll give you a break. Yeah, Crumb. I mean, I got a Season 12 character up as well, but we're all on hardcore. But a lot of people in the Discord are playing hardcore, Tig, as you know. But you're welcome to join us, man. Come over to the dark side. We even got Shadow to play hardcore for the first time when he said he would never do that, and we got him. We got him full tilt, man. Full bore. Oh, really? Oh, I thought that you were still playing WoW. I feel like I saw you on a stream. Maybe that was just that long ago, but I forgot that we had some items here. Gloves, garbanzo beans. I do like running Trav, to be honest. I haven't really done much horking there, but that was just because Shapers and Webs couldn't really drop there. So it didn't really make sense at the time, but that was from a non-TZ perspective. But TZ, it will be spicy. I mean, I don't have max res there, so without teleport and no max res, it'll definitely be a little spicy there with a lot of fire. So probably TZ'd. I will not be heading there. It's not on him. The Din, that's another story. What's up? Last season, I lived in Trav horking. I kind of wish I'd done it again because with this Javs on his phone, my drop luck has been terrible. Yeah, I mean, Hork definitely gives you the second chance, man. Gives you the slot machine. Gives you that second round. Yo, Roma, what's good? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Happy Grail night. We're back. Wait, you didn't know that I got the Schaefers? Oh, man. How did you not know this, bro? We got 2 Schaefers now. Your boy's got 2 Schaefers. Of course that would happen, right? The first one IDs and you get the second one. RNG, man. So where were we? It was K Kron. I think it was Andy. K Kron and Shadow. I was Discord streaming because it was during an odd hour. And I think it was TZ Andy, right? Or was it TZ Meth? I can't remember if it was Meth or Andy, but it was one of them. And so, yep, it dropped. Number 20. He ID'd it on number 20. It happened. What's up? Hork 2 Jaws and a Burr in under a day. Jesus. Yeah, you can definitely hork some high runes, that's for sure, in Trav. Yep, here it is. Look, Stone Crusher, Stone Crusher, Stone Crusher, Stone Crusher. Boom, finally happened. And then, of course, we find the second one. Insane. So many Stone Crushers, dude. Of course. You guys know how I was dealing with the Soul Crusher, as we called it for a... That was the legitimate Soul Crusher, man. That was an emotional weight that I had to carry for a long time. I told you, PabK and Shadowheart, we did the calculus. I think it was like a 1 point... So when it was number 19, when I was like 0 for 19, there was a 1.78% chance of that happening. I'm going to read that out loud again. To go 0 for 19 on IDing a Schaefer's was a 1.78% chance of that happening. And that's how bad it was. And then I finally ID'd it on... I think I ID'd it on 20, not 19. Pretty sure it was the 20th, so that's wild, man. Just thinking about the statistics of that, dude. Yeah, we were saying, you know, we had the conversation about who had it worse, right? Like me or Sweet Phil. But we did the math. Like, my situation was worse than Sweet Phil. Because, I mean, Sweet Phil basically, according to Biv, I don't know if he's found any more, right? Sweet Phil has had 12 Templars, right? And knowing the rarity is a 1 in 9, but Schaefer's is a 1 in 5, statistically speaking, he's actually kind of in the bell curve a little bit. I know he's over the 1 in 9, but on a standard deviation basis, like, he's kind of, it's unfortunate, but he is kind of where he should be. You know, I hate to put it that way for him. Obviously, I know it stings, but he's kind of in the strike zone, right? For us, like, to be 0 for 19 on the Schaefer's was absolutely savage. Oh, yeah, the big CTV? That 65-inch glass? Nah, Shadow's rocking an 85, man. Watching Big Father and the Salt and Pepper beard coming back in the living room. You guys excited for War the Wise to come back? Also, guys, we have an update on my artwork. The artist is moving a little slow, but we're getting close. I've seen the static images. The logo is officially done. I think the new animated logo is all set. I'm excited to unveil it when it's all ready. We're getting our new scenes and stuff created, so he's got to work on the animation now. But for the base images and stuff, things are coming together really nice. I like the way it's coming out, so one of these streams, when it's ready, I will certainly be unveiling it, that is. So, hopefully soon. Fucking hair follicles. Yeah, we're getting close, Roma. We're getting close. What's new on the Any front? You grinding over there, or you just haven't had time? Got here. Oh, hello. AR, Strength, Res, PLR, and Magic Find. Wait, Shadow, we talked about this. Oh, man. Ooh. Interesting. This is the Dex, though. But the Strength, I guess I would have to respec. The Res is lower. But you get the Magic Find, though. And you get the PLR, which is a nice touch. That's interesting. Oh, I think didn't I have a better Nagel? 6130. Oh, I did. Nice. Okay, yeah. So yeah, there's a 61. I forgot that we found a 30 that I thought was better. But that ring is really interesting. I'm going to have to look at that. Obviously, your AR will go down a little bit, but the strength goes up, which does increase your base damage a little bit. Fire, but this is cold and the cold base. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more min-maxing. I'll leave it here. I'll kind of look at it a little bit later, but I do like the 12 MF on there. Obviously, every little bit counts. Quality check. Yeah, I had to drop the nuke because it was taking a little bit too much time, and I had to kind of go on offense a little bit and be a little bit direct. So, you played a decent amount. What character did you go with, Roma? Or what are you playing? You trying something new with some of the patch notes, or do you kind of have a go-to? Martial arts and... Ooh, nice. We are close to, what am I going to be? 85. We're almost there, guys. Yeah, I figured that you were going to probably test some of the changes, not play the old cookie cutter stuff. I know Lenzy obviously loves Annie, and he's been great for, I feel like, QA testing, a bunch of stuff for you guys. So I feel like I can just go to Lenzy and be like, Lenzy, give me a good crash course. He's the go-to. Pop, 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 pop. All right. Pair. You, how's the SC? Ooh, that's cute. That's a keeper. That go on the sword. It's very solid. Agreed. Very solid. All right, guys. Last run on the Hork. Then we're going to switch over to the Nova. We'll kind of do some pits on Nova if we want. If you guys want to see me do Trav on the Din, we can, but the Din's probably going to be doing Andy later, of course. But Snapship is coming up TZ'd Ancient's Way, which we typically do the rotating. We'll do half on the Din, half on Nova. That's typically what we do. You guys have seen from my streams. Where are you running? I'm here. Posted a screenshot in the trophy room in your Discord. Nice. I'll check it out. Give me a sec. After this run, I'll go take a look. Ah, so always amp. Always amp. Always amp in the pits, man. Just like we talked about. Amp City. I mean, at this point of the Grail, I really want to be rotating quite a bit across my characters just to keep the seeds rotating. Obviously increase the chances of just random cycles, situations. Is there one that I missed? Hold on. All right, let's get on Nova for a little bit, run some pits. All right, let me check out the screenshot that Tig just sent. Let's see. 17 attack rating, all res, 53 fire, teleport charges, 22. Oh, that's cool. Got the teleport charges. Yo, what's up, Ack? Nova time. Sir. Nova, Nova. Yeah, so we will... I got to look at the TZ coming up next. We'll switch over to Nova. Ooh. Woo. Nice little pack. Caught me by surprise in the turn. Spicy. Oh, unique ring. Let's go. First unique ring. Get those votes in, guys. YouTube, Twitch, let me know. What did we just drop in the pits? What ring do we have? Is it a Wisp? Is it a Bolcathos? Is it another SOJ? Or are we looking at a Bald Manald? Get those votes in. Let's go. Dwarf Star, Manald. All right. Aryan Wind. Okay. I dig it. I dig it. All right. We got a Manald from Tig over on Twitch. We got a Dwarf from Kron. We got a Carrion from Roma. I'll wait for a couple before we ID this bad boy. Yeah, anytime you get a teleport charge on the next, yeah, those are nice. Let's see the... How's this ring? Oh my god. Interesting ring, guys. Too bad the AR's low. Oh, where's the strength? If that was strength instead of energy, but that's still a cute ring. Energy, mana, all res, a little PDR. Interesting. That's cute, man. Level 48. It's got a lot of utility on that ring. To be honest, it's more enjoyable watching your Novasork or Hammered, and something about the Pit Zerker only killing champs, leaving witnesses bothers me. Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't played the Pit Zerker much in general, as in, like, yeah, it's definitely, that's a solid ring, indeed. I just don't play Pit Zerkers in general much, not just like the Grail, but just overall. So I think for me, it was interesting. If it's an SOJ, I declone now. Yo, Ravenfrost, 195.17. That's droppable. If that was on Season 12 ladder, we'd be keeping that bad boy, though. Yeah, I mean, look, to be fair, like the Nova and the Hammerden, I mean, remember, I have my Zon, too. But we've been talking about it. I just don't play her because her Magic Find is just too low at this point, and so I really don't want to play her with only 80 Magic Find. Because we want to hit those quality checks. If I'm dropping Unearthed Wands, I want to hit those quality checks, which means, hey, we need the MF on my side. So, hey, Silks of the Victor. God, what a classic LOD item. God, this was so much fun to find an LOD. So fucking OG when you would find Silks, bro, in LOD. I'd get so excited for Silks. Also, the blue hue is always a nice touch. Yeah, I do honestly miss playing the jabs on. I do. I just think it got to a point where, like, when I was closing it on the end like this, now that we finally got the Schaefers and we just have Death Web remaining, it's like, yeah, I'm putting myself in the characters that are going to have the highest Magic Find, which is going to be the combination of the Nova, the Pit Zerker, and then, of course, Mr. Hammerden. Oh, there's a GMB, not superior. Still pick it up. Yo! Whoa, what's it? Let's see, how's this GMB? What is it? Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, the Nova, honestly, the games per hour, obviously, is just so much faster. And obviously, you're, still elite sniping, but there's going to be some collateral damage naturally with Nova, right, in the kill box. So, obviously, it does, increase your general kills per hour as well, total density. But like I said, obviously, you get the second chance with Pork. So that's always the, interesting part of having it. I mean, obviously, when you wanted to find materials in the past, right, everybody made a Pit Zerker for obvious reasons because Pit was the place to do it. Made the most sense, and that was obviously pre-TZs. Oh, Volcathos. What's up? It's a GT up there. I'll come back and check that in a sec. Well, are we going to find this bad boy? So what do we got? 545 hours. So we got 55 hours to go until 600. Can we find this guy in the next 55 hours? Time will tell. Time will tell, crew. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if it's cognitive bias. I've been using that word a bit lately. I feel like vortex orbs. I don't know if it's just me, but I swear when I pick up vortex orbs, especially they have a very high chance of +6 staff mods, and I feel like with enchant, I don't know what it is. Not saying I know it's still randomly rolled, and there's kind of the R level tables, but I feel like I somehow find really good enchants on vortex orbs, magic specifically, right? Not talking about rares. I always usually will pick up a magic vortex at times just because I want to see what it naturally rolls. I don't really make enchanters much, but yeah, I don't know. It's just my cognitive bias, dude. I feel like when I ID magic vortexes, they always kind of come out pretty decent. Act, you playing any season 12 at all? I got an 85 Sork up. Bunch of guys in the Discord. I mean, most of my Discord is hardcore players. Obviously, we have a lot of softcore players in there as well, but a big density of my Discord community is hardcore. So yeah, a bunch of the crew is up in season 12. A couple people just remade yesterday and today. Come on, baby. You got a base check that Death's Web, the Unearthed Wand, and QC that bad boy. Let's end this grail. Let's end this grail. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I have a Grush character, Act 3. Okay, nice. I guess if anybody in the Discord wants to get up, I mean, obviously my sword can Grush pretty quick, or at least through normal specifically. Ooh, what do we got? 3 max, 19 cold. Okay, that's not bad. 1 off perfect on the 20 AR. That's cute. Hit the max 3 on the MD. Keepable. Respect. Keepable. What's up, Act? No, I wish I could play D2R Season 12. 2 jobs, 3 cats, and 5... Don't we all, Act, on the ladder? Don't we all? Kidding, kidding, kidding. Or am I? Gonna be something down here. Yep. So we hadn't seen any elites on the turn. Had to be. All right, we're gonna run some. We're gonna keep doing pits for the next 7 minutes, and then I want to go run a little TZ trap with the hammered in. See if we can't get lucky. Here, you know what? It's been a minute since we pulled this up. Hold on. Haven't updated this scene in too long. Let's go check it out. Let's go check out Nishi. Okay. So, what? The Hammerden's 310. Obviously, we would be doing player 1. He is 97. So let's go to Death's. Go. Have. Let's see. Okay, so I mean that's the thing, right? Like these chances aren't actually fantastic here, right? I mean, if you look right here, right? Obviously these are the T's for terrorize, because you can see if this wasn't terrorized, then Death's Web can't drop in Trav specifically. But those chances aren't really great, to be honest. Versus like if we do a comparison here, right? This was Trav, but if we go look at, it's not in TZ. Let's go just look at pits real quick, right? Let's go to pit level 1. I mean, I guess that's a good point. I guess in pit, it's even worse. So Trav actually is technically better from the Hammerden's specific perspective. That also means for Nova, because Nova, she's down at 158, so she's even lower actually than 310 up here. So, all right, yeah, maybe we'll do a little Trav then. I'll check that out, see how it's doing. Wanted to take a look at this. I actually hadn't looked at Trav metrics on Nishi for a while. All right, let's get back. Nova is a ton of fun to play, though. I will give you that. Zoom, zoom, and boom. The play style. Even without a self-willed infinity. She's tanky. She can take some blows. Yeah, I saw it. I was just kind of clearing around. I was making my way back. Thank you for the call out, though, just in case. Because sometimes I do miss things when I'm moving fast. Oh, that Merc got popped there. Oh, shit. What do we got? 2 War Cries, level 30. That's a cute level 30. Little life, little dex, dual res, but we don't need it. All right, guys, last run on pits for her, and then we're going to go do some Trav. We're going to do a lot of rotations tonight. We're going to keep this thing spicy, keep it dynamic, keep it fresh. Because why not? Berserker. Almost a Death Cleaver. Oh, Sacred Armor. But that was a trash pack. We weren't getting any quality modifiers on that kill. No way that was flipping. All right, let's get over to Lance. Let's go run some Trav. Hammered in time. Big boy. Look at this, guys. He's 75% to 98. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, I'm really curious where this Death's Web is going to drop. I really am, crew. Really couldn't tell you. I don't really have any type of hunch in terms of where I honestly think it's going to be. RNG will strike when she's darn near ready. She's a cruel mistress. So, you might be waiting 50 hours, you might be waiting an hour. Time will tell. Time will tell. How's the primal? Bron, you playing with Mata right now? Is she still on? I don't know if you're multitasking watching the stream. I haven't heard from Shadow in a minute. He might be asleep. Although Shadow did warn me. Said he was tired, so he had me on his big screen in the living room. Oh man, Merc got popped there. Really? Oh, okay. See that one come. No to both. All good. Oh, the Brewers game. Right. I forgot you're a Brewers fan. Yep. What's the score right now? Oh, God. Dodgers, man, they be lethal. Top of the 8th. Not looking good. Definitely not looking good, man. Rally cap time. Ooh, okay. God. Spicy. All right, so far in tonight's stream, appreciate you guys all tuning in. We are down to one final item at my Hardcore Grail. 545 hours in. Death's Web remains. We finally rolled the Schaefer's on the 20th attempt. So we ran some pit zerking. We did pits as well with the Novasork. Now we are on to ZZ Trab. The next hour, I believe it is Ancient's Way, and Snapship is one of the good super uniques like Pindle that can actually drop a web, even non-TZ'd. But we're going to run it TZ'd. And then if I am still having the energy, Andariel is TZ'd in an hour and a half. A little late for me, usually with the kiddos waking up and when I tend to get off. Got to do my waiver wires tonight across the leagues too. I have put in no research, so I got to log off at some point before those cycles run. But you don't get that many chances to hit TZ Andes on streams. So obviously, if I can try to stay up and you guys can keep the energy going for me, even if we do it for 30 minutes to 11:30 Central, we're going to try and keep it up. Light. Come here. Come here. Yeah, I assumed that you meant that the bases were loaded potentially for the Dodgers. I wasn't sure based on reading through the digital screen here. But I was like, it could be the Brewers. I didn't know where the home game was. So I didn't know who was at the top and the bottom. The hunt for the unearthed wand. The thing that sucks about the unearthed wands is because they roll last in the TCX tables and you don't see them as frequently. When you miss the quality checks and you see a magic or a rare, that's the worst feeling. Like, I obviously, you always see them sporadically. You're just not seeing them, obviously, overly often, given the rarity of the wands and how they roll. So, I just seriously hope that the next one we find is actually whipped. If I had any creative ability, I would make you a fake skull. Well, Shady had some 3D printing stuff that he was working on in a while. I feel like we got to maybe see if he can somehow print it out and get that over to me. I don't know if he still has it or what he's doing currently with it. What do we got? And charm. 75 Sunder. Charm. Yeah, TC Trav is fun. Obviously, I mean, you saw the drop rates there. It's like, what, a 1 in 4,800 chance with my particular statistics. P1 snipes, 310 magic find. So, obviously, it's, you know, it's technically better than Pits, so. Coffee bowl, pull of runes, is that what you just said? Yeah, he was thinking about doing something at some point. I think he was even going to stand up a store. I was really excited for him. I think he put it on hold because he got busy with his in-real job, like his real-life stuff. But I hope he picks it back up because he was supposed to send me some items just to kind of show me, and I was going to maybe show a couple things on stream when he was ready, but I think he kind of put that project on pause, or the 3D printer had some internal issues. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know the upkeep and maintenance on 3D printing can be a pain in the ass. So. Yo, J-Mod. Get ready, Kron. As we always joke, one of these days when I say it, I'm going to will it into existence. We're never going to get it, man. That SBK action, man. Yeah, that's kind of where he was trying to do act for a while, and I was excited for him. I think that I think there would have definitely 1,000% been a market for that. And I think he had the foresight to pick up on that as well, to have a 3D printed D2 store. Yo, speaking of legendary mallets. But we don't need you anymore because we finally found the Shapers. So I am over the emotional warfare, the psychological warfare that was Shapers and Soul Crushers. God, that took a long, long time, boys and girls. Yep. 5. Got the Ami. What we got? And trash. All right, guys, 20 more minutes until I believe it's Ancient's Way. We're going to be doing snap ship runs. We'll do half with the Din. We'll do half with the Novasork. And then, like I said, TZ Andy is coming up in an hour and 20 minutes. We got Small Charm. Let's see. Oh, it did roll a wand. Not the right base, though. Our, Whew. All right. Let's go Idea Cane. Ooh, 120 mana. Bahamut's. And FHR. Not mean to go down to Endurance. Uh-oh. Paul Rashazami. Telling of Beads. Vidalas. Either. Alright. We are maxed out on gold here. So to make the item 32 limit easier, let's go do some quick gambling. So start picking up the gold. All right, that's enough. Oh, J-Mod. One of these days. Ring, what do we got? Check the mitts, 320 Lancers. Let's see. Kind of cute, but low on the rolls. Low strength, moderate life, low on the all-res. It's too bad. Had some small potential. That's high-end, not godly, as we... I'm sure we might see Shady Geek jump in the stream tonight if I'm still on later. Yo, Polrune, what's up? I heard the sound, I saw the beam. I didn't know what it was, then I looked real quick. Got a pull. All right, I'll take it. Take the pull. What's up, Crumb? I like how you take a minute on the rings for us OGs. Yeah, I mean, look, I you know, some items I definitely will gloss at and I'll Charcy or drop those pretty fast. But I mean, for the most part, you know, for rings or ammies or any crafts, obviously you try to kind of forensically kind of look at everything as close as you can at times. Plus, also you guys staring on screen, sometimes there's a latency from when I look at it, so I try to, you know, leave them up too. God, spicy. Oh, another ring. A lot of rings here. That I don't need to keep up. That was garbage. Free of fixes. Come on now. Man, that Drift Funk is on point tonight. So happy I found this playlist, man, on Epidemic. This thing slaps, man. Always digging the vibes on this playlist. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, it does. Kron, so what level's your Foden? Are you like 80? Are you north of 85? Or I'm assuming you did you finally get Ariat's? Not Ariat's. Ariat Summit. Finally get Ancients done? Are you still stuck there with Shadow? I mean, obviously my Sork isn't strong enough totally to help out yet in isolation, but if you guys are stuck, I can try to call in some tactical nuke support from Push or somebody. '83 haven't progressed. Okay. Oh, close one. All right. Yep, no, that's good. It's good. I mean, it's good to get her back up, honestly. Honestly, keeps the motivation for the season too, which is a nice touch. And it was good that Kay wanted to come back too after his rip this season, so glad that you guys got back up. When did Roslo come into the server, by the way? I gotta like say hi to him. I feel like I haven't had a chance to talk to him. I think that was maybe one of the posts from D2IO where somebody asked if there was a hardcore Discord server and Shadowheart dropped our link. I think that's probably where he came from. I think that's where he sourced from. That'd be my hot take. Nice. What time is it? 9:48. Okay. All right, guys. 12 minutes until I believe again Ancient's Way is next. Offline TZ, and we're going to be focusing on Snapship. Snapship can drop Death's Web without being TZ'd, but why not? Run him TZ'd. A little bit more XP. Open up the drops a little bit anyways, potentially. So, never hurts to run TZ. I mean, to be honest, I feel like running Pindles is like watching paint dry for viewers, but Pindle can also drop Death's Web like Snapship, so we could also do some Pindle runs tonight. The Horker can go in there. Obviously, I prefer doing pits with him, but obviously he's purpose-built for Pindle as well, like any Horker. So, you know, we can do some Hork and Pindles, but I'd rather usually just slam with Nova because, again, like the games per hour, it's just so much faster going in there with her. Just completely nuking him. Magics. That's nice that he hooked you up, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm happy with where my Nova Sork is currently built. I definitely want to respec her into Fire for this season because I just haven't really played Fire Sorks really much. Yo, Mim, what's good? Welcome back. Thank you for resubbing to the channel. 11 months in a row, man. Look at you, brother. Welcome, Mim, man. Happy Tuesday. What's good, homie? Just finished the WoW raid. There we go. Little WoW raid. Little tactical action. Come and hang out with the War and the crew. Come hang out with the Horde. Ooh, diadem. Ah, close to a griffin. I don't know, Act. I just haven't played a Fire Sork since Flickering Flame and all the buffs. So, obviously there's, yeah, like the demon enchants. I'd probably just go your basic. Honestly, you know what I really miss about Fire Sorks is 200 fast cast rate fireballers in the Blood War and duels. So, I really like 200 fast cast rate Fire Sorks. It's been a minute, and obviously you got to get a 20 FCR Circ Cornet. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll go the full 200 route. It'd be fun to do it just for the shits of it and the fun of it. I don't know if I would PvP, obviously being that it's hardcore specifically. Maybe at the end of the season I would duel her off if that was the case. But no, I'm going to definitely do Fire. I just got to get the gear. I mean, she's better spec for Nova right now. So I'm going to, going to keep hunting gear and, see what we can do. And What's you say, man? Is your energy renewed now that the fail hammer has been unfailed? I would definitely say that my energy levels are up. I have definitely been, my faith has been restored in this grail. The real question is, though, what I was saying before you jumped on the stream, Mim, was when we look at the clock, it's 545 hours and 33 minutes and currently 11 seconds. The question's going to be, will we find it in the next 55 hours? That's really what I think. That's going to push my faith. If we get to 600 and I still haven't found the web, I'm going to have to get mentally reacquired. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, last I recalled, Barricade, I'm sure a lot of you know Mr. Barricade, the streamer. I don't know if he's ever coming back to his Grail or D2R, but I'm pretty sure somebody told me that his final item was web and he hasn't completed his Grail yet either. Over on Softcore, so he's still looking for his Death's Web, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, if that information is accurate. But I mean, you know, he was on D4 and now he's over on PoE. I mean, I don't think he's going to come back to his Grail. I mean, maybe one of these days he'll decide to just jump on, and hopefully the RNG gods are going to bless him with a D-Web. But yeah, a lot of people Smalps. A lot of people know Smalps. He's got his Tyraels. Sweet Phil still waiting for his Tyraels. Future Real finally got his Ravenlore. Obviously, I have my Death's Web. Sounds like Barricade might be a web. So yeah, I mean, there's, you know, a lot of people are kind of in the end game for their items, or still hunting. In due time, homie. In due time. Unearth Wand will base check, and it will quality check. I don't think any of them are on hardcore. I'm not sure about Barricade. I don't think he did his Grail on hardcore. I think I'm the only one on hardcore. I know that Dark Humility had done a hardcore Grail, or I think even what's his face? AO started a hardcore Grail at some point. I have no idea where they are, if they finished, or kind of, you know, how far into the progression or not into the progression they currently are. I'd have to kind of go check and see if they completed it, if they're still running it. Man, my juves are getting smacked right now. What are we at? 954? I would need to go get some juves. I gotta get some juice. So let's go run pit real quick. See if I can't just re-up my juice real quick. Snap. I got a whole juve mule. I got plenty of them. I'm just too lazy to go pull them over. So we might as well run some pits, because why not? I gotta remember where the elites spawn. I haven't run a pit here in a while with him on this map. Okay, let's go north. We got the Drift Funk on tonight. So, you know, a little fusion of that kind of metal tone vibes, little deep house mix. Got some good vibes going tonight. Yeah, you guys have heard this a lot. I mean, obviously, Epidemic has a lot of... I got my metal playlist and stuff on here, too. But I really like this Drift Funk that I've kind of found on their playlist, so... Been digging the vibes a lot, so I've kind of kept it here. Just, you know, keep grinding out, man. All right, guys, 4 minutes, and hopefully I was right about Ancient's Way. All right, here we go. Contrarian take. All right, I'm going to say it. Not doing a hardcore grail doesn't make sense as a streamer. I mean, to be honest, I know I'm obviously biased as a hardcore player the last 10 years on D2. I mean, look, to be fair, like, yes, like, you're a full-time streamer. This game has been correlated and quantified to the nth level. Obviously, you know how to play this game at this point. So I would definitely say that if you're going to really challenge yourself, hardcore is the way to go. And I think that's why, I mean, Dark Humility generally is a hardcore player, but I think that's why Teo did a hardcore grail. I think a lot of people were finally doing hardcore grails. You know, I agree. Like, softcore, you're kind of just in cruise control mode. I mean, especially with TZs. And again, I'm definitely not knocking anyone that is doing softcore grails. I mean, it's still a feat to complete in itself, right? Like, I'm not discounting the focus, the energy, everything that you have to put in to complete that bad boy. But yeah, hardcore obviously adds an extra kind of spiciness and just element to it, indeed. Where's my full juves at? Need my juves. There's one. All right, guys. We're going to get over to Snap. Let's do it. Hopefully it is Ancient's Way. I like running Snap. My Din seed is so good. It's literally bang. 90-degree angle right off the waypoint. Or sorry, excuse me. Yeah, 90 degrees. Yep, Ancient's Way. I was correct. It is Snap ship. Here we go. Snap runs. I could pull up my Snap run tracker if I wanted to, but I haven't really been doing it for a little bit. It's TZ'd, so we will kill these guys out here. Yeah, he's got an incredible seed for Snap, as you guys just saw. An immediate right turn off the waypoint, and obviously being one of the super uniques that can drop the item that I need, it makes sense to run. And now normally I would not waste time killing the elites at the front, but because it's TZ'd, obviously they have the ability to drop as well. So it does. Oh god. Yep. Nope. Anytime I'm seeing elite TZ dolls, that's the ejecto-cedo, because I'll stand my ground on dolls. You guys have seen it before, but not like this. Not down in the spicy, icy cellar, man. Spiciest areas. Especially when they can swarm you. Dolls wrecked your care. Well, dolls kind of blend in too, which like makes it a little bit difficult, especially down here where there's a lot of crowd. It just can be a little bit difficult to see them at times, and so, you know, I always try to pay attention when that does happen because spicy icy, man. What character can just tank them? I mean, you can block a doll and their crit, right? It's like mostly fizz, right? Assuming it's not fire enchanted. So, I mean, it is blockable. So, I mean, if you have a max block build and you got high PDR, physical damage reduction, like you can sit there and tank, dude. I mean, a Hammerden can definitely tank, dude. It's 75% block. If you got a Bird Shaco, you got a Dungozon or something like that, depends on your build. I mean, you can definitely tank a couple dolls for sure. Yeah, I think the physical damage reduction percent is the big kicker there. I mean, you're not going 125 breakpoint, but some people still like a Bird Haas if you want extra tankiness, survivability. You go the Wizzy Haas combo, right? So you're going to basically be at the 75 breakpoint, but the 86 action frame. You know, some people will play Bird Haas plus Wizzy, so I can't play Spotify, dude. You know that. When I'm multi-streaming. Doesn't work. That's why we're on Epidemic. I know. That's why I said that was the one beauty of Twitch only streaming is that I was playing a lot of Spotify. Look, could I basically mix it out, get another virtual audio cable and set it up? I could, but then I'm going to basically have Epidemic going over on YouTube. I would have Spotify going over on Twitch. I'm going to be talking about music that both sides can't specifically hear. I think it just creates, in my opinion, too much confusion. So it's kind of the one reason why I've just completely avoided trying to do Spotify. But yes, that is an amazing SOAD song for sure. You know me. There's always System of a Down playing on my streams when I was on Twitch. Oh my god. Oh god. Whew. What's up? TZ Spice. Whew. Okay. Man, this song is very fitting right now for Spicy Icy. Let's see, what do we got in the gloves? Ring. FCR. Oh, man, that's too bad. I really don't have a lot of great FCR rings. This is great for level 4. Because you get a little AR early on for your slap protection. Mana, poison, gold fine. That'd be a nice little progression ring. So Mim, I actually did do that for a while. So if you go to Grail... That's my oh, you know what? I forgot. Sorry. That's my D2IO Grail, but I have my max roll link. So early on in my Grail, when I was manually tracking on max roll, I actually did say where I found everything because they have a little field where you can write it. So for the better part of my Grail, I think 50% of the way through, I was using the max roll tracker before I went over to Zed's and my custom version. So I actually have quite a bit of information around where I found items. I also time-stamped when I found those items too. D2IO lets you do the same thing. I mean, a lot of Grail trackers will timestamp, and then it actually will let you also write notes. But yeah, to your point, it's just a hassle. Moves a little bit slower, so... but yeah, I generally have an idea of where most stuff was found. But I didn't meticulously track it slowly to that level, but... Yeah, I mean, you'd have to be really meticulous about it from the outset. I mean, yeah, honestly, I wish I had this tracker from the beginning. And then what I would have done is I would have manually also scribed over on D2IO's new Grail tracker, which I really like. And then I would have had a lot more, data points there around where I would have found everything for sure. Here, let me get you my... Oh, you know what? I just realized I forgot that max roll logged me out. I'm not going to go do it right now. I don't want to lose time. I'll get you the max roll link in Discord, because if you... my max roll link is interactive, so you can click into the items and you would be able to see where and when I found stuff. Yo! Oh, Fathom. Let's go. Nice, dude. Snapship dropping a Fathom. Boom. Let's go. We going 28 plus, 28 plus. Come on, 28 to 30, 20 to 30. Okay, 25. That's respectable. 25, 35, and 29. It's 40 is perfect res. Nice. I have plenty of Fathoms. Nice. That is our first solid find of the evening. We're on this stream for, what? Hour and a half? That's the first really solid drop. I got a bunch of Fathoms. Honestly, I don't even know why I keep stuff at this point, but... I forget, Father Cindy. You still... I think you still needed your Fathom, right? Or did you finally find it? I know it's been a while since I checked in. I thought you needed your Fathom, right? Yo, what's up, Squeaky? Yes, my final item remaining, as you can see on screen, is Death's Web. That's what you're curious about. Up in the right corner. What's up, man? But a Hardcore Holy Grail spin to win. What's up, man? Well, we finally found the Schaefers. That took way too long to ID and find those. We finally rolled the Schaefers on my 20th Unique Legendary a couple days ago, so we are down to Death's Web officially. We got one item to go, 545 hours in. It's been a hardcore Grail journey, but we're almost there. We did it. So, we're in the end game now. I've been saying that for some time. I said I was in the end game when we found the materials at 465 hours in, but now we're in the real end game at this point. The real, actually, closing strike zone here. I appreciate that, brother. I know. It's been a patience, persistence, emotional roller coaster at time. You know, RNG's a cruel mistress. And so every Grail is so unique and so different to every person. The chronology, the sequencing, the order, the speed. You can never predict a Grail. Very, very specific to the player. Oh, God. Oh, God. Just tank that doll. Yep. I got hit by the doll, and so I did tank that one thanks to the block. That didn't do any damage at all in the first crit explosion there. But yeah, there were too many of them there and TZ'd. Not fucking around. Baffo, boys and girls. Not trying to find out. Ooh, what is the... I forget. What's my 12-month badge over on Twitch? I'm trying to redo all my emotes and badges, by the way, as part of their brand... or the rebranding to warthewise from War Theory. So I'm probably going to work with the same guy or maybe somebody else. But yeah, I'm going to probably redo a bunch of emotes and badges as part of the whole relaunch of the brand for the channel. Yeah, I mean, the problem with Twitch, Mim, is like the distance is so long, and I didn't have that many unique emotes to be able to have you kind of unique ones every other month or every 3-month jump, so I had to kind of spread them out a little bit. I'll probably revisit it though and try to kind of redo the badges, and because obviously, you know, for the full-time streamers, right, every time you get a lot more subs, they basically increase the shelf, or the stock, if you will, of how many unique emotes you can have in your account. But you know, obviously I have a decent amount in my Twitch account, but I don't have that many, and so that also limits me in my ability to add unique emotes for every particular jump. If you told me, hey man, I'm playing only for Diablo only for a living, and you don't also say, I'm even gonna do the craziest thing, Hardcore Grail, dude. I mean, dude, that was the thing for me, right? Like, when I never played offline for my life. I always was an online BNet player for the near part of 20 years playing this game. And then after patch 2.7, when things slowed down, I said to myself, fuck it, dude. Like, the one thing I've never attempted in this game is a grail. And I'm a hardcore player, so I'm doing it hardcore, man. And that's just the path that I chose. Obviously, I knew about TZs. I knew that TZs were going to make it a little bit easier, naturally. And so I said, fuck it, man. Went full bore, dude, as you guys know. Started the offline character, went all in on the hardcore grail, and rest is history, dude. Obviously, as you know, I still make seasonal characters. I pretty much have every single season, including my 85 Sork for Season 12, who's up and alive. So, yeah, man, I'm excited to say that I completed a hardcore grail. Not an easy thing to do, and as you guys know, because I do the physical, not the found, it adds a little bit of more, you know, a little bit more difficulty to that. Obviously, we had 3 rips across the hardcore grail. I had to take items off my grail each time, so that was always a pain in the ass. You know, so, you know. I mean, Llama just draws viewers because he's literally tapping into the same audience that has followed him for the last 10 years. Like, I believe that. Like, I'm not saying that he isn't growing his sub base, but I think for Llama, it's like a lot of the people who are watching Llama, I believe, are the same people that have been watching him for the same time. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, he streams at very good hours. Obviously, he's streaming almost every single day because he does it for a living. He's got a kid now, so he probably is more focused on earning income. And most of the money you earn is not from ad revenue. It's actually from cheers, bits, subscribers, members, the reoccurring evergreen revenue. That's actually, as a creator, truthfully, outside of sponsorships, I mean, that's really where you make money. I've said it all the time. I'm like, dude, you don't make a lot of money from advertising, especially on Twitch. Now, even on YouTube, your CPMs are decent, but I mean, most of the money is really coming from the subscribers, the bits and the cheers and all that jazz, man. You know, people that want to support the channel and the streams, like, that's where these, you know, guys make most of their money. Yeah, he got, I think he did something that I think, if I'm not, I don't watch Llama personally, never really have, but I think he basically started a rerun channel, which was basically a way to have his content 24/7 running. Oh God, 24/7 constantly running. Yeah, this is not a good one. On Twitch. So I think he basically streams and then he posts VODs to that channel. Which, again, kudos to him. I mean, it's a creative thing to do, especially when you consider the fact that, like, he needs the income. Like, he did this for a channel. Like, yeah, Riker and all those guys, like, everybody's really smart because it's a way to have kind of evergreen 24/7 365 content. Yeah, the waiting rooms. Yep. That's right. That's right, Kron. And yeah, I mean, dude, it's very intelligent. It's strategic. I mean, honestly, if I was doing this stuff full time, I'd probably be doing the same thing. Oh, damn. Another diadem. That is the second blue diadem that we've seen tonight, guys. Missed the quality check twice. Almost a couple griffins. All right, guys, so we're going to run this a little bit longer, and then we're going to switch over to Nova, and then assuming my energy can keep up, we got TZ, Andy, and right now about 45 minutes, so we'll see if I can make it, boys and girls. Strap in for Andy if we make it. Yeah, so I don't know what my second stream is this week. As you guys know, I post my schedule always in the Discord. I will probably have a second stream this week, but if I'm going to stream, I'm probably going to actually do Season 12. So we'll do some leveling. We'll do some magic finding with these. Oop. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're right there. They swarmed me. Yeah, the waiting room is really nice, especially on YouTube too, because you can also like do waiting rooms. You can also do member-only videos and VODs and different things. So YouTube, I think Twitch does the same. I mean, it gives you a lot of control and flexibility on how that works. Oh, goddamn, dolls again. Let's see if I can't. Yeah, let him handle it. Ah, come on. Bleeds too. Got another one down here. Oh! Oh, man. And we waited for the kill, and we got another IK armor. Man, we're just not hitting the quality checks tonight on a few things. We did get the Fathom, though. Ah, IK. Out of materials. What's up, Watch Guy? What is the best class to play through the game first time? Oh, man. That's a very good question. Well, I guess... I guess it depends on your objective, I would say. Do you want to be on offense? Do you want to be on defense? Kind of more passive, right? Do you want more of a chill experience, right? Do you want to be in the kill box, right? Like, give me a little bit of your play style. Like, what are you intending to look for in the playthrough? Because that would probably dictate my answer a little bit. Paladin is certainly most forgiving. Barb is a very difficult progression in the sense that it's very slow and steady, but it does give you the challenge. Paladin, obviously, with Holy Fire gets you through to Act 5 Nightmare. That is a good answer. I want to delete everything and move fast. Well, I would say in that case, you know, obviously you have the Mosaic Sins, but you still have to acquire the gold runes, which are not difficult to do, but from a playthrough, you're not going to have that right out of the jump. So, that in mind, yeah, Nova Sork. The thing is with Nova, though, you have to go into dual element in Hell. So, like, usually Orb Hydra is where I like to spec into in Hell for Sorks. Nova will definitely get you through the game in normal Nightmare super fast. Paladin Holy Fire is also going to get you, Watch Guy. So if you go Zeal, just put like 2 points in Zeal, pump the rest into Holy Fire, get its synergies. Holy Fire will literally delete everything all the way through to Act 4 Nightmare, because that's when you start hitting Fire Res and Chaos Sanctuary. So you will hit a wall at that point, so you can then respec into Hammers or a Foden if you wanted to, but then you're going to deal with animals in Hell that you can't hurt, so Hammered in from that point forward is usually what people will do. Outside of the trappers are also very dynamic. So especially when you think about fire builds, if you get yourself a leaf on an assassin, obviously assassins are best in slot, dude. You got Fade, you got Burst of Speed, you got Cloak of Shadows, you got Claw Block. I mean, there's so much you can obviously do with an assassin. They're just such a dynamic standalone character. So in the same thing with fire, right? You could basically go fire all the way through, Wake of Fire specifically, and then you could respec into Lightning and Death Sentry in Hell. And so you can, you know, with assassins and trapsins, you may know you have up to 5 traps you can lay. So the way that you should do it is you basically deploy 4 lightning sentries, and you deploy 1 death sentry, which acts as a CE or a corpse explosion effect. So that's a good way to play trappers too. Also, talk about the fishy mancers, dude. Like necromancers, that's a slow and steady build as well, but that's not going to be zoom, zoom, and boom. Which obviously, if that's what you want, I would say if you're going for zoom, zoom, you probably want to go Holy Fired in, spec into Hammers. After that, once you get to Act 4 Nightmare, like I said, you could go the assassin, but the assassin, the Holy Fired in, and then I would say, you know, the Nova Sork, but then you'd have to respec to an Orb Hydra of sorts in Hell to progress. Well, I hope that helped answer your question, brother. Appreciate you tuning in, man, being here in the community, always engaging, man. I always appreciate questions, dude. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, man. I'm assuming this isn't your first. Oh, sorry. You said your first. Oh, you did say your first time. So I guess, is this really your first time on D2 in general or just D2R? As in Diablo 2 Resurrected. Have you played Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction at all? Or any of the Diablo series? D3, D4, D1? They're playing D3 and then D4. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. I feel like a lot of people that went the D3 route really were kind of bigger into D4. Like there's a very like big intrinsic kind of tie from D3 to D4 versus I would say a lot of D2 players never really liked or played D3 very much. And then those D2 players didn't really enjoy D4 as well, right? So it's kind of this interesting ebb and flow. I mean, PD2, though, to be fair, Alex, right? Like, what's up, Noob Cakes? What's up, brother? I mean, yeah, from a mod perspective, right? Annihilus, Souls of the Rift, PD2, like, those are good mod games. But if you're really playing D2 for the first time, like, you want to talk to all the NPCs. You want to take your time. You don't want to necessarily skip over the cinematics, right? Like, I feel like from a creative and artistry standpoint, like, you really got to immerse yourself in your first playthrough, right? Like, take it all in. Explore the world of Sanctuary, man. You know, especially D2R, obviously, with all the remastered graphics. But I do think after that, right, like going through more of the purist gameplay, then I think shifting over to a mod, obviously, at this point, a more alive and well, if you will, to some degree, right, with more balance, you know. What's up? Rando subject. Tri-stack Merc, a.k.a. Rico Tri-stacks. Armor choice prior to Co. Rattle Cage, CB for bosses and Chance of Fear to help keep them alive. Yeah, I mean, dude, Rattle Cage, obviously, with the Crushing Blow is always going to be a good choice early on. And yeah, you need the FCO for the Tri-Stack Life Leech. That's right. What's up, Alex? Very true. A lot of people weren't blessed to grow up on LED. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, look, I've been playing this game since the D1 era in the late 90s. So I've definitely, I've been around. So old man father figure, man. Ooh, dolls. What's up, Merc? I wish D-Web was not so hard to find. My soft seed player necro. Oh yeah, right. We were talking about this. Yes, your necro does need that. Skip this. A little loud. What's up, Merc? Good to see you, man. Been a minute. Hope all's well. Happy Tuesday. Appreciate you guys, YouTube, Twitch, everybody tuning in. My horde, my berserkers. We're down to one final item. We finally did it. We finally ID'd the Shapers. It happened. You're officially down to one item on my hardcore Holy Grail. That's Web. Let's go. Unfortunately, no, Alex. It is still somewhat rampant with bots, unfortunately. So that is definitely a astute observation in terms of the mods and the private servers, right? Is that they have a little bit more command and control and governance over, obviously, you know, bots, automation, injection. So, you know, they obviously have better detection. Well, I wouldn't say better detection. Blizzard can detect it. They're just fucking lazy. Because it's just kind of in maintenance mode, if you will. So if it's me, right, like I feel like there's definitely value to playing the game through vanilla. And then I think, you know, if you want to go to a PD2, a Souls of the Rift, you want to try balance, you know, retooling of skills, obviously an introduction of new items and new sets and new uniques, you know, then yeah, I think it, you know, there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing wrong at that point going to play a mod. I played PD2 I think when it was like season 3, and then I'm a supporter for sure of Annihilus, Souls of the Rift, and what Roma, Vav, and Firehawk, and Necrolus are building as a, what I think will be a really great alternative to PD2 for people to definitely check out in the mod scene now that it's going to get closer to release officially. They just did a really big patch that dropped about 3 weeks ago, so a lot of people are still playing Annihilus, Souls of the Rift, you know? So it's great to have competition. I'm glad that Souls of the Rift and PD2 are both thriving communities and alive and well in the mod scene. And, you know, I don't think that those games are going anywhere anytime soon, and obviously there's still a very strong faction and contingent who just loves this game, and I'm certainly one of them. And look, to be honest, like when I complete this Hardcore Grail, I mean, obviously the mods are, you know, are definitely the games I'm going to be looking at that point. So, yo, what is up, man? Look at you, Big Daddy. Thank you for that bitty cheer. 1,500 bits over on Twitch. Let's go, brother, man. Cheers to you, man. I appreciate the support always. Thank you for being here, man. It's funny. Kron came in the beginning of the stream, and he dropped some 5 gifted subs for the hammer as well. I know we didn't get to celebrate the hammer on stream because it was a Discord stream, unfortunately, but at least you guys were there for that drop. Well, most people were there for the drop in Discord. I know a few of you missed it, but I shared the recording, obviously, which was fun. Yeah, I was working on a short. I was going to drop another short on the YouTube channel, but there was something fucked up with the audio. So, like, Discord wasn't registering my mouth movement, and so I noticed that as my mouth is moving, there's a big latency in the audio, and it's very difficult to fix. So, I'm not sure, unfortunately, I'm going to be able to drop a short of it dropping. Maybe. It might just be that I have to show only certain parts of the view and then kind of narrate it on a separate track. We'll see. But yeah, it was a little... Yeah, it was weird. I think Discord servers were just... They were nuked that day for whatever reason, because I picked up on it too, because I noticed that like the green ring around you. No, I use DaVinci Resolve. I'm a bigger fan of DR. Adobe Premiere's got some cool stuff, but I mean DaVinci Resolve is pretty high end. I like DaVinci. Also better from a free product too as well, which is really convenient. Oh wait. Oops. Oh, it is 10:30. I was like, wait, we didn't switch over to Nova. Holy shit. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to switch over now to Nova just to switch up the seed, the RNG here. So we're going to get on Miss Nova. All right, let's get back over to Plague here. We're going to run Snapship on Plague, and then TZ Andy, guys, in 30 minutes. Let's go. So her seed map, unfortunately, is not nearly as good as my Din's. I got a little bit of a teleport distance that I got to do, but such is life. Can't win them all with the seeds. But she's still fast enough. Doesn't kill quite as fast, but still effective. I'm pretty sure Shadow fell asleep watching me in his living room. He did say that, though. I may fall asleep watching you on the big screen. So, I don't know if... I'm sure the audio is on, so somehow if there's a yell from a drop or a big man scream, maybe that'll wake him up. Guess we'll have to see. It's under. Too close. What's up, Fatherson? I think I'm going to go jump on the TZ Andy yourself. There you go. If the Grail was over tomorrow, what would I do? Or is that a death flag dimension? No, I don't know. If the Grail was over tomorrow, I mean, honestly, I've talked about it a little bit on a couple streams. It would just give me more time to think about what's next, right? Like, I think part of the rebranding of my channel from War Theory to War the Wise, right? Like, we've talked about this on DMs, right? Is like, I want to go to become more of a diverse ARPG streamer, right? Like, you guys know that I'm a partner on Moonbeast. Obviously, you know, you guys got a teaser of my content on Moonbeast. I got to play it. You know, obviously it's very early. It's pre-alpha, right? So we still have a lot of time before Moonbeast would be released, right? And so, you know, Moonbeast would certainly be something I'd be playing because, God, that game was incredible from what I played. But, I mean, Moonbeast could literally be, you know, 2 years away, right? And so filling the void with ARPGs in between, whether it's PD2, it's Annihilus, Soul of the Rift. I'm not saying I'm ever going to go back to D4. Probably not. But, you know, it's been a minute since I've been back on D4. Maybe I would just give it a go and check it out. But I mean, honestly, if I'm going to play any Diablo series, it probably would be the mods at that point, not D4. If I'm going to put any energy into the Diablo series, it's going to be a mod, as in D2 specifically. Not probably going back to D4. I just don't see the point, really, you know, if I'm going to put energy and focus in, you know. Small charm. What's up, Fatherson? Would you do challenge runs, like set only items? I mean, yeah, a lot of those like channels out there that want to do like challenger runs, like it's definitely something I think that I could do. I think the problem with a lot of those guys, yo, Shay and Slib, what's good? Yeah, you're finally catching me, man, with one item to go officially, dude. I don't know if you saw that we got the Schaefer Slip. It's been a minute since we caught up, so. Hope you guys are doing well. Good to see you, Shay, over on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, honestly, when you look at Looter and a lot of those guys who do, like, challenge runs, I mean, they're still playing and streaming a lot more than me, right? Like, you guys know, man, like, with my kids and work and stuff, like, oh, yeah. I don't have a lot of time to stream, or yet alone my content has slowed down. His life's just so crazy with the kids, right? So, if I was playing more consistently, as in streams, I would say I would probably do the challenger type stuff. Not to say that I would never put it this way. I'm not a fan of the X run content. That's just me. It just doesn't motivate me. I don't think I'll ever run X run number of content. Yo, what's up, Kron? Thank you for that gift over to Slib. But challengers I would prefer over X run videos. Like I just not a fan of the X runs. 500 Kindles. Yeah. All right. It's just not my cup of tea. But yeah, challengers could be fun. I could definitely get behind the challenger stuff. I could see myself doing. What's up, Shay? Bro, I played PoE 2 and I hated it so much. I don't know if I played, but I need to know if you did. I did play PoE. I'll say this way. I played at the beginning of the early access. I probably put in 15 or 20 hours. I realize on the surface that's not much. I didn't hate it. I also wasn't a big PoE 1 player, though, so I didn't really have a baseline of comparison, so I kind of went in fresh from that perspective, so I don't know. I didn't hate PoE 2, just to put it to perspective, right? Like, but obviously that's with the premise that I never played PoE 1 very much. So if you did play PoE 1, I could totally understand where you might have a very strong kind of conviction towards certain things. What's up, Squeaky? You asked about the Blizzless mod. I've heard about Blizzless. There's also Bonesy's remodded, right? There's also reimagined. So sorry. There's the D2R mods, right? So the D2R mods are reimagined, remodded, and then Blizzless for sure, right? So if you're going to play D2R, I guess I could play those mods. I've been a big fan, like I said, of Annihilus Souls of the Rift. That's obviously classic LOD mod, right? Not a D2R mod. I don't think Roma might still be in here lurking. He's one of the devs on that as well. And I've always wanted to support those guys over there. And I was playing. You guys saw it. I streamed it. My intent was to make some content around Annihilus Souls of the Rift. And they just had a big patch come out. So I am due for going back there and checking it back out. So come on, come on, come on. It's honestly, it's possible, Squeaky. Like I'm topically familiar with all of them. Like I haven't jumped into the depths of the abyss on Blizzless. I mean, I know Bonesy. I think most people prefer reimagined over Bonesy's remodded. At least that was the market sentiment that I was hearing, is people really liked playing reimagined over remodded. I don't know a basis of comparison between reimagined and what he's done on Blizzless. I just haven't paid a lot of attention to Blizzless, but I am familiar with it in terms of I'm aware of its existence, just not the utility and mechanics of it all. Slib, what's up with you, man? Are you I know I see your streams every now and then. Are you still kind of doing all the racing stuff? Because I thought you were doing some D2 streams. I thought I saw recently, unless my eyes deceived me. You're saying one of the devs of Blizzless, or what specific dev are you referring to? Oh, okay. So yeah, you're talking about a Blizzless dev. Got it. Yeah, it's funny with D2R dropping in China, then you have Blizzless in Russia. I feel like there won't be any cease and desist to China and Russia. I'll kind of leave it at that. Well, yeah, I think I mean, look, I'll be fully honest. When it dropped, I wasn't apprehensive. I was more like, there's no fucking way that this is going to happen. Like, in the sense of, like, I don't think the player base was going to massively go over there, just given the apprehension of Russia, Ukraine, on top of just Russian skepticism in general of, you know, obviously data, privacy, different things. I think it's okay to have a healthy amount of skepticism with that stuff. You should, right? But I'm sure it's legit and fine. Like I said, it's hard for me to endorse or advocate for that stuff unless I do my own diligence and research, right? Because I would never want to state something publicly with my own objective conviction without doing my own forensic diligence first on things, and also playing it, right? Like, I want to be able to play things before I would ever speak to the public about it. Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to playing and checking it out yet. What's our time? TZ Andy in 20 minutes, guys. All right, guys, let's do a quick little vote. Do you guys want me to go back to the Pit Zerker and Horking for the next 20 minutes before TZ Andy, or do you want to continue snap runs on the Nova? Get those votes on YouTube and Twitch. Just drop it in chat. What are we looking at? I could put some polls up, but I'll just ask in chat. Zerkit. Okay, Mim came in fast. We got one for the Zerkit. I feel like everybody wants me to go back to Pit Zerkin. Let's go. Little Horky. Little Hork action. Cure for your Merc. I don't have time for the cure, homie. I ain't got time to bleed. All right. We already did a couple Zerks. If we get one more Zerk, we're going back. We're going back to the Pit Zerk if we get one more vote. Somebody from Twitch or YouTube will type in. I have faith. If we get one more for Zerk, we'll do it. Full send. Come on now. Don't all just type at once. Somebody wants to see the Pit Zerker. Yeah! Yo, Leith. What's good, man? I haven't talked to you in a minute, brother. What's going on? My boy Leaf coming in with the tiebreaker, man. All right, let's go. Back to Zerk. Yeah, dude. One to go, dude. Death's web remains, brother. we're in the real end game now, homie. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh, holy freeze elites. D-Rev in 10 runs. Well, I will say this. We have TZ Andy coming up, so if there's any place you're going to find a Grail item, it's going to be TZ Andy because she's just fucking broken. So, we shall see. Yeah, I was saying, I would love nothing more than to hork a D-Web. If I could finish this Grail on horking a web, there'd be no more epic way to just sign off this hardcore Grail with a hork. We're going to hork our way to victory, as I would say. I like your enthusiasm and optimism, though. I'm going to take that positive RNG energy, Squeaky. I dig it, man. I appreciate that positivity, man. What's up, Mim? I have horking memes for you in Discord later. All right, man. You have to send them over. I'll check them out. I'll check them out. Leaf, I know I had mentioned to you that I was going through my artistic rebrand of the channel as a warthewise. My artist has been taking a little bit of a long time, but I finally saw the revisions that I requested. They were pretty solid. So the logo, the animation, all that stuff is done. Now that we're working on some of the static kind of areas and things. So the rebrand should be out hopefully soon. I'm going to give it another month. So I know you, I know you have me on your website, which I always appreciate. So I can get you all the new kind of brand brief and stuff when it's ready. But we're closing in. Hopefully I'll get my new stuff soon. I like where he's going with it. Took a little bit of a couple revisions, but you know, we're getting closer. Yeah, what happened was my first guy, unfortunately, his computer crashed. I shit you not. And he lost everything. He lost all the source files. I think he had literally both a motherboard as well as a GPU nuke. Hey, we hit 85 in the Zerker. Let's go. Yeah, dude, it sucked. So Sliv, the original guy who was doing it, Melindu, is actually the artist who did all my original stuff. All my stuff that you see today, the Berserker, the alerts, the color palette, the schemes, everything that you've always known about War Theory of the channel was this guy, Melindu. So I went back to him, and he wasn't really on Fiverr much anymore, but obviously, you know, he was familiar with me given the original project, so he, you know, he wanted to work with me to, you know, bring it back to life, but unfortunately, yeah, he was like 2 to 3 weeks in, dude, and then bang, like everything just got completely fucking nuked and he lost everything, dude. And so he would have had to start from scratch. Fortunately, he sent me some of the examples that he had done. And so with the new artist, that took me a while to find the artist that I liked on Fiverr. I had at least a starting point for the artist. And obviously I had a lot up here mentally in terms of my scope, kind of, you know, what I was hoping to see. Of course, they fucking get me with Emperor at the beginning. Let's get that clip. Yeah, that was a major oof, dude. Definitely major oof. Two sets of elites here. Yo, William, what's up, brother? Good luck. Thank you, man. Keep the good vibes flowing, babies. Let's go. I need all the luck I can get from the Horde. My berserkers. So that is, it's funny. It's we kind of call it clairvoyance, if you will. It's called GPS. It's not map hack, just to be clear. So it doesn't expose, obviously it's single player, so this is a seed, so the map is exposed. So it's essentially GPS, so when you get close, see? So see how I see the red ring? All it's basically telling me is, oh, the stairs are close, right? So it's like right here, you can see, right? That's all it's basically doing. It just tells me it's right here. So yeah, a lot of people, you know, I have, these mod packs are available in my Discord. I have versions with and without, because some people don't want the clairvoyance, which I totally get it. Like if you're playing through the first time, right? Like you know, you probably don't want to see that, right? And I totally respect and understand that. And for the most part, I mean, better part of my Grail, I didn't actually play with mods. I didn't add these mods into my Grail until like the last 50 or 100 hours. So most of my Grail, I was playing just vanilla. No mods, or like when I say mods, I just mean visual based mods, right? So data mods specifically, not injecting, not cheating. This is just all visual based adjustments. Like if you look at the Merc right here, same thing, right? That's an Act 2 Merc right there. It's just visual. Still an Act 2 Merc underneath, nothing special. You can see him, he's right here. Nothing has changed. It's just visual changes, basically. Ooh, well, I'm coming in with the question. Favorite ring for graphics? Man, I haven't been asked this question in a while, but I like it. What is my favorite ring these days? Hold on, let me get back to you in a sec here. Let me just take these guys out. Get this turn. Favorite ring? I'm probably gonna go... What do I have on this guy now? Yeah, now that I think about it, like thinking back to what I really liked in LOD2, let me just go to town real quick while I'm talking. Yeah, I'm probably going here. I actually think I like these rings a lot. It's probably one of my favorites. I would say this one or the ring with the blue stone. I feel like these two I just tend to gravitate towards. Favorite ring is the bald Manald. Yes, it definitely is, Mem. Love Squeaky. You have the loot filter. What are my more soft single player creators? Honestly, I don't really know. I mean, for me, like the bald Manalds, the big thing for me, Squeaky, right, was like the Koreans have been using these mods since the launch of D2R for the last 3 years, and nobody got aided, nobody got nuked, nobody got in trouble in Korea, and they're using them constantly. So it kind of dawned on me, and I haven't had an epiphany during my Grail. I'm like, fuck it. Why am I not just playing with mods? It kind of gives a unique, it almost treats it like a new game. You know, it gives it a really fun, unique experience, right? Because you're just looking at quality of life and seeing different things. There are obviously a couple cool things here that you haven't seen yet. And I could review it at some future state. I won't do it now. That said, though, right? Like, yeah, it just gives you a refreshing kind of view of the game a little bit, right? So I don't know why single players don't use them more. It's a great question. I guess maybe some people want to kind of stick to the purist train, which there's nothing wrong with that, right? If that's what you want to do. But yeah, I mean, especially with the item display limit, man, like, I mean, that's what a loot filter is. I mean, it's essentially to fix the 32 display limit, right? So, you know, for me, that's what this mod and the loot filter is doing, is it's helping the 32 item limit. It doesn't fully solve it. Like here's a good example. Here, guys, this is actually really sick. So I'm going to turn up the music. But let's show you high runes, right? So what's really cool about this, right? So here's a high rune and here's a mid rune, right? So you'll notice that they both say pickup, but they're different colors, right? And I'm about to drop these and you're going to listen. I want you to listen for the sound. So my partner in crime, Shadow, he added a sound effect that you can actually customize. So if you go on my Discord and you download the pack, you can actually customize your FLAC files to have a specific sound. So not only is there a beam of light that you're going to see, but there's also a sound. And so when you think about the display limit issue, normally you're losing runes, right? And so you have to zoom in. Well, you're no longer ever going to lose a rune in a pack because of this. So here's the high rune. Listen. See? So it's a beam, right? So you're always going to see it. And then you listen to the sound. Right? And then that's a high rune sound. Here's the mid rune sound. See how they're different? So you can kind of, I think we did lemon above. Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, yeah. So it's a really neat feature in the mod pack. Oh, I forgot that we had our second sham, too. That's funny. Anywho. Yeah, it's a really cool feature that we built in there. Yeah, yeah, look, over on Twitch, YouTube, if anybody wants it, obviously we got a great community in my Discord as well. Anybody's welcome to join if you guys are into that. But yeah, my Grail tracker, you can't see the Grail tracker right now. I took it down. My Grail tracker is a forked version of Zed's with customization. We also have this, which is part of this, by the way. This is what we call Ancient Grimoire. It's basically an area summit that overlays, also built by Shadow. We added the breakpoints recently. The rune words are all here, which is awesome. So this is an overlay called Ancient Grimoire. I have a video on my YouTube channel about Ancient Grimoire, but we basically packaged Ancient Grimoire as part of the mod loot filter. So if you wanted this Ancient Grimoire, you could also just get it natively and endemically as part of the loot filter pack. But if you only wanted this separately, but you didn't want the loot filter, you can also get Ancient Grimoire separately, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we put a lot of work into it, kind of a lot of thinking through it, and definitely came to life, which was a lot of fun. So It's all about quality of life, you know, at this point. You know, just why do I have to open a different tab and go to Amazon Base and D2IO, you know, everything in between when I could just have the basic fundamentals right in front of me? Now, obviously, it doesn't cover everything. You know, maybe Shadow will get to that over time when he's interested. I've talked to him about it, maybe beefing it out a little bit, but we actually did do a V2 version of it. So the breakpoints weren't in there originally. So he already did actually add that, which was nice. Where's the elite that I popped? Interesting. I don't know. Said Monster Shrine. I see the Blessed Aim. Nice. Yeah, so I haven't done a video specifically on our mod pack and filters because I feel like it's a very like polarizing conversation around like those for and against loot filters and mods, and so, you know, maybe I'll make a video about our mod pack and give it a little bit of a full demonstration at some point. But, you know, I definitely mix, you know, shorts on my channel. Like, it's definitely been a minute since my last video. I have so many videos I've wanted to make for a long time, but just with 3 kids on top of work, I travel a lot for work too. Obviously work full time. I'm not a creator full time. This is all for fun, side hobby. Obviously playing the game, enjoying the experience, as always playing D2. But yeah, if I was a full-time creator, that would be obviously a different situation. But no, that's just not what I'm doing full time. So got to pick and choose my targets on content and when I can get to things. All right, guys, man, 7 minutes in. Normally I'm off my streams by now, but with TZ Andy coming up in the next 6 minutes, we gotta power through. Gotta power through. Oh yeah, man, family and kids over pixels, man. I say it all the time. Amen. Kids over pixels, brother. What's up, William? I want to introduce my 16-year-old to D2, but I haven't played since LOD. Honestly, like, I remember growing up playing Zelda with my pops, right? Like, on original Nintendo, like, just having that kind of fun experience with my dad. I definitely want to also get my kids into the gaming world, and honestly, I also haven't really done much. Oh, God, hold on. Go clear out this archer before I get nuked. Oh, my God. Yeah, I definitely could have gotten nuked there with conviction on top of the amp. This was scary. Oh my God, what the fuck is it? Oh, he's literally under me. I couldn't even see him. Why am I taking damage right now? But yeah, I definitely want to play with my kids, and I'll introduce them to platforms and consoles and things, or, you know, the PC rigs and stuff at some point. I haven't really done it too much yet, but I mean, oh, I don't have bow. Oh my God. Okay. I literally bowed, but just didn't hit. So that's dangerous. That would have sucked. See, I'm already getting tired, man. It's already happening. Already making calculated technical errors. Especially playing hardcore, man. This is when you start to fade and you get tired. This is always a dangerous game. Getting sleepy on hardcore, but it is Andy. I'm not always online streaming for Andy, so we got to stay tough. And obviously, it's coming up in like 5 minutes, so. We'll see you guys. Everybody tuning in on YouTube, Twitch. Appreciate you guys hanging in for the haul. I don't know if I'm going to be here for the full hour. We'll see how the first 30 minutes go. You know, maybe we'll find our web and maybe it'll be over. We shall see. Oh, unique ring. What's up? All right, guys, what do we got on the ring? That is our second ring of the night. We had a Raven Frost in the first find. What do we got? What do we got, guys? Baldmanald. Ooh, Sliv coming in with a Wisp. Man, look at you guys positive. Wisp from Sliv, Soj from William, of course the Baldmanald from Mim, Squeaky Cheeks with the Dwarf. Okay. All right, we got enough votes. We got 4 different rings in there, so we're going to give this guy a bad boy roll. Oh, another Nagel, 2872. Too bad, because this is a 6130, but I would have taken the AR on that, but we're not going to take the 28. Hey, crew. Your boy is going to do a very quick break. Just run to the bio break, and then we're going to be right back for TZ Andy, and we're going to get here on Lance. So let's get him fired up in the game. We're going to throttle up our player count to P7 to max out Andy's no drop. Let's get over to Act 1, get ready to go, and right when I get back, we're going to fire it up. Definitely beats the Manald. All right, guys. Let's fucking go. Be right back. Ooh, man. All right, let's go. Dungeons and Dragons told us basically D&D the video game. Nice. Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, there's so many great gaming options out there, man, to play with your kids. All right, crew. Strap in. We've made it this far into the stream. We got TZ Andy. Let's rock and roll. Let's get down to the level 4 right before. All right, let's go. Yeah, they're doing some more discounting. I saw people were kind of talking about that the other day. Just keep discounting the games. All right, guys, first run, let's go. And we're off. P7 Andy maxed out for her no drop. Oh, right off the bat, we get a ring. Let's go. That is the third unique ring. Are we going to finally get a Bald Manald? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Dwarf Star, 13 MDR. Only keep 15 MDRs, and at this point in the Grail, we have so many dwarfs, dude. It's not even worth keeping them. Dude, her fizz hits so hard when she's TZ'd and mited. Good God. People always worry about Andy's poison. Oh no, her physical hits extremely hard, especially when she's got Might or Fana. And it's obviously TZ, so she's monster level 99. Can hit pretty hard. And obviously my guy's freaking tank, max block, and he still took some serious damage, especially when she's got Might. Always got to watch out for that when she's mighted. Come on, Andy. Dropping this Unearthed Wand tonight. That'd be incredible for us to be here together to see the final item have the Grail end. Teleport path is off there. Oops. Oh my God, another ring. Andy loves to drop unique rings, doesn't she? Alright, what do we got now? Yo, Balmanald! For those that are wondering, that is one of the fun features of my mod pack. Yes, that is my face on a ring, aka the Bald Manald, as they call me. Oh, you always find a good BM. You always get a Bald Manald at least once on the stream. It's always fun. The Bald Manald. It's the currency we live in. Oh, we got a facet. Oh, 5-4 cold. I will keep 5-4s or 5-5s. So it's perfect. 5-4s we'll keep. It's a worthy facet and it's cold. I mean, hey, we got a 5-4 and we got the Fathom tonight. It's meant to be. Meant to be. Kron, you still with me, brother? You fall asleep on me. Kron's like, I'm not missing this. Up. Speaking of Kron. Question, maybe a crazy question. What if TZs in Hell were always monster level 99, but the drop scaled with your level like TZs do now? Is that a waste? I mean, all monster level does for you is it helps the Q level to make sure that it always flips into the unique variant, or has the chance, rather, on the rarity or the quality check to flip into the unique variation, if you will. I mean, obviously you get XP, right? Yo, what's up, Romo? Welcome back. Yep, TZ Andy, the end of the stream, man. I mean, I wouldn't really see the value of them all being monster level 99 because, well, I mean, once you get to character level 91, you're already double dipping into TC87 plus, right? You're already taking advantage of maxing out their desecrated tables. So for me, it's like, I guess I don't really see what that would do for you. Yeah, I mean, if you're just talking about the spiciness of the fight and the difficulty, then yeah, I could totally understand that. I've always felt for a long time in Diablo 2, one of the things that I feel like was an oversight, that I feel like they missed a little bit, is like, we've all been there. You're fighting a freaking Might Fanaticism pack, like Spectral Extra Fast Archers. If you're up against a pack like that, you know, some people might literally duck and cover. They might literally run for the hills, right? But others will kind of stand the ground and fight, right? For example, and Shadow and I have talked about this. Like, I feel like there's an interesting element that they could have done in the game, and it's kind of on the topic of where you're going, Kron, where if you're in that type of difficult fight, well, increase the drop rates. Right? Do something for me, even in hardcore, that makes me want to blitz that pack and telly stomp that type of pack because the juice is worth the squeeze, right? Like, have some type of increased quality modifiers or a multiplicative effect for something, or a passive buff to Magic Find if you have some type of combination of a very difficult fight, difficult pack. Like, I feel like there's some interesting scaling you could do there. That's just me, right? And that's different from TZ, kind of TCX upgrading in the treasure class, right? Like, I'm talking about more like spiffs, right? Like something interesting based on the difficulty of a fight, you know. What's up, William? Perfect Eth Reaper's Toll incoming. On your side or me? Ironically, I've probably dropped over 30 boomsticks, William, and I have not had a single Eth one. I'm surprised. The amount of boomsticks that I found, and not any of them have been ethereal, has definitely been a shock to me. So, yeah, I would love to find an ethereal Reapers, aka the boomstick. I have not across the grill. You're willing it into existence. I like it. And speaking of 32 item limit, Messerschmitts. Dude, boomstick with a low, man, for deadly strike, so good. Especially PvP, man. That thing will slap. What really slaps in PvP, though, is an Act 5 Bash Merc with a fucking F-Death. Lost a sword. That thing will hit, man. That Merc hits and procs on you, man. Game over. Especially with Bash. What do we got here? Boots and sure, I'll check. All right, TZ Andy. Come on now. Oh, man, there's a wand. We did roll a wand. Not the right one. And we got a Gladbane. How to roll? 2020? Ooh, 1715. That's a low roll. And we have one too many Gladiators Banes. Don't need that for any immortal builds. We're good. Good use of the emote, Sliv. I'll never forget that night. I don't know if I told you the backstory of why I did that when I was like, oh my god. And there's a clip of it on Twitch. One of my daughters woke up, right? And I was so like dialed into the screen, and all of a sudden, like right over my monitor, I just see like a little stuffed animal Lammy that's like waving at me, but I can't see her. She like snuck up on me, somehow opened the door. It's like 1 in the morning. She woke up and heard me down here, and it was her, and that's how I reacted. And I think Shadow, and I think Roma was actually there for that. I'm pretty sure Roma was there with Shadow. It was a very funny moment for me where I had a very organic, oh my god reaction, because she did actually spook the shit out of me. I don't even know how she snuck in here, because the door is right in front of me too. It's a sliding door. I think I was just so locked into the screen and the glass. Like, I had no idea that she snuck in here. What's up, Unforgiven? D-Web, last item you also need. Hey, man. Well, I think in solidarity, brother, we need RNGesus to actually power this together. We got to get on the RNG servers fast, homie. Yeah, I have not seen an unearthed base in a long time. So that's my only daunting thing for me. There was a couple weeks ago where we maybe saw 2 to 3 unearthed wands across my different characters and seeds. We got lucky. Honestly, people have asked me that, William. I don't really know, right? Like, I feel like there's going to be the raw emotion, or maybe I'm just going to be silent. I joked that I think I might take my phone, go switch over to mobile, go turn on my fire pit and pour a whiskey in silence and just celebrate together. Celebrate in silence, just kind of take it all in, you know. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not one of those to rip my shirts off, and that's a little excessive, insane, and unnecessary. But, you know, I think basking in the silence is sometimes bittersweet, you know. Yeah, that too, Kron. Got a GT. F. Oh. Silent reflection, meditation, best in slot. Yo, Native, what's up, man? Been a minute since we caught up. What's going on? Yeah, dude. 1 item left. PoE 1, get ready for the master. Oh yeah, the PoE 1 updates. Native, if you're a big PoE 1 player in the Discord, if you're still in the server, there's a guy named K who came in, KY. He's also a massive PoE 1 fan. He's really excited for the new updates, so maybe you guys could play at some point if you're still around. Check the gaunts. I mean, honestly, oh, it's a Geeds. Okay, I actually want to see if I can get a 40 Geeds, so we'll pick this up. It's a Geeds. 36, that's not bad. Not a 39 or 40. Oh, yeah. Ah, got it. What's up, man? It's been a minute. How's life? What's new with you? Sasabi's Rune Master X. It was funny. I actually went to go look at maybe get one of each character to 99. Yeah, I mean, look, if there's obviously time to kill in your Grail and that's kind of your focus, you could definitely do that. I had a 97 Sork Rip, and this is hardcore. I've been playing hardcore the last 10 years exclusive on D2, so yeah, that was a fucking dick kick when I dropped her. Just totally a damage bug, 99 exponential TZ shotgun. She was kitted out, just totally deleted her. It was nuts. Like, a lot of the guys here were in this chat here were here for it. It was wild. I just got completely nuked and decimated. That was a hard loss. She was 97 at the time. She died at like 365 hours in, so she probably would have been 99 by now. He's almost 98. So I feel like if I really wanted to do that, I could probably do it, but no, that's definitely cheating, Sweeky, because you're essentially manipulating the clock. I haven't done that once on my Grail. I played my entire Grail clean. So yeah, if you're gonna do perma Andy, then I mean obviously Llama just did it, but I mean we've already all known that TZ Andy was broken. I think he was just trying to prove a point, but it's not like new news. Like I have a bunch of videos out of my channel. Oh, motherfucker! Wow, look at that. He rolled a wand. Oh man, we rolled a wand, and the quality check hits unique too. Just the wrong one. It rolled the wand table. That's too bad. That was so close. The grind must go on. What's up, No Name Jedi? Yes, it will. The grind will go on. Didn't realize this is hardcore. I don't think I can vessel this time into hardcore. Yeah, man, right here. All hardcore. And look, you can see my online characters. This is actually my season 12. Here she is. You can see, yeah, I got a bunch of my hardcore seasonal guys. Yeah, they're all here. Yep, it's all hardcore. Yeah, that was very rude, man. That was a slap in the face. That's some bullshit, dude. You're going to roll the final table down the wands, and you're going to give me a polished wand. Come on now. Yeah, I'm sure some people do change their clock, and that's their prerogative, to each their own, right? Like, it's just, that's not me. You know, if, I've been doing my, oh, dude, she's teasing us with the wands. Ooh, man, I'm feeling my spidey senses going off, man. They're dropping some wands on this run. The game is just toying with me at this point, my emotional state. All I want to do is finish the web by 600 hours. If I can just get this before we hit 600, I'll be very happy. Going north of 600, that's going to have to take some mental fortitude. Oh, you're tall Rasha, Zami, Kron. Yeah, it's all good, man. I'm not going to be streaming past midnight, dude. We're on the same wavelength, dude. I mean, I'm normally off my streams by now. So, yeah, when it hits midnight in 45 minutes, I'm going to log off. So, Andy is going to be the end of this stream, my horde. We're on the same time wave, baby. All good. Yeah, man, honestly, it's, I mean, most of my streams, as you guys know, I'm usually off by like 10:45 and, you know, or like give or take 11 as in PM Central. So, yeah, it was good to catch a lot of you guys, especially Sliv, Shay. I don't know if Shay's still over there lurking around. Native, obviously, get to caught up with a lot of you guys today. You guys know I'm still streaming like twice a week as much as I can when I'm not traveling. I don't know when my second stream will be this week. It'll probably be season 12 leveling unless the TZs are that good. Might be like a hybrid stream, so like level my Sork up, do some magic fine grinding on season 12, and then also maybe do some hybrid. So yes, you TZs do upgrade the eye level. That's correct, as in the item level. So technically they can drop it, but it's extremely rare for that to happen, Squeaky, because you'd have to literally have the base check of the roll that item, and it would have to roll the unique, and there's no quality modifiers or anything like that. So what you could do on a Grail is find a weapon rack that drops an unearthed wand and find the tile and the spawn point. And if you wanted to kind of manipulate the rack and the spawn tile, sure. But it's also, to find an unearthed wand rack is also extremely difficult to do. But I want to drop it organic, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to use a rack trick to try to complete the Grail, you know? And again, it's not about right or wrong. I just think for me, it's like I've gotten this far, you know? I'm just going to see it through and just, you know, hopefully check it off and, you know, move on to the next thing, dude. Oof. Man. Your boy's a little tired, guys. Long day, but I'm trying to stay strong here with the energy and the focus. You guys always bring the fun, the camaraderie. This is why I stream. You guys always make it fun and worth it. I love being here, having good conversation, hanging out with the crew. So, You guys keep showing up. I'll keep grinding. Oh, man. Second time. Bone wand. Come on, Andy. Need the real wand here. Come on now. Oh, shit. Look at this little cute thing. AR, dual leech, dex mana. That is definitely a keeper. That is a cute little ring right there. Rings tonight. This was really interesting too on this one. Yeah, that's good. Use that for utility in a couple ways in some characters. Yeah, my Pit Zerker didn't hork the Unearthed Wand, but actually on the nuke of the Zerk about a couple weeks ago, they dropped a magic unearthed, and he's got 415% magic find too, and it was an elite, so the elite obviously had the quality modifiers, and I had all the magic find too, so that was the time for it to drop. It just didn't flip the quality check, so that was kind of the moment. It was right there in front of me, and bam, just missed it like 2 weeks ago. Everybody really wanted Schaefer's to be my final item because everybody then thought my Grail was going to turn into a meme because who the fuck finishes a Grail on Schaefer's? The answer is no one. So if Schaefer's was really my final item, that would have been somewhat epic, but also ridiculous. Almost comical at that point, but fortunately we found the Schaefer's, and now it's Death's Web. All right, what are we? 20 minutes in. Cruising. Nice and smooth. Steady, steady, efficient. No. What's up, Kron? I've been looking for Death's Web for 500. Yes, I have. Well, yeah, the stream started tonight at 5:45, so the stream's been up for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So, yeah, we were 5:45. Now we're at 2:47. Kron's just keeping me focused. He's keeping my eye on the prize. Operation Find Grail. Complete the Grail under 600 hours. I really, honestly, Inferno, who many of you probably know, he's probably one of the better Grailers around. I mean, Inferno's a freaking machine. He completed his softcore D2R Grail in like 465, 455, and that was softcore. So considering that I died 3 times and that sent me back multiple times to be where we are at 547, pretty happy about that, all things considered. But I was really hoping to finish this, you know, under 500 hours. That was my hope, but obviously didn't get it done. But a lot of that also really just comes down to, like, you know, are you able to hit all the good TZs? Like, I wasn't waking up in the middle of the night setting my clock for TZ, Andy, TZ, Meth. I would just kind of hit them as they came, right? So, like, I've hit them a bunch of times, but I don't think I've abused TZ, Andy, or Mephisto in the sense that I'm not kind of building my schedule around them because I have work on top of everything else, of course, and sleep, so. So why is my music stopping? What's going on with it? I'm gonna go check on why Epidemic is tweaking out on me. Ring. Doing to me. What different? What's up, Jedi? Work equals... Oh, yes, it does, indeed. Work on top of kids. Second work. The real work, that is, the real chaos. Yo, Hog, what's good? Thank you for that sub over on YouTube. Welcome into the stream. There we go. Some foot tapping, some deep house. This is the music I needed. This is the music to get my energy back up. Foot tap. Where's the G's? Ooh, what do we have here? Man, we're finding some interesting rare rings tonight. Low on the life leech. Love the life mana splits. Moderate mid on the all res. Level 43, also interesting. I like that. I like that life mana, and I like the res too, especially for Sork potentially. So, like, come on. You wish the Super Troopers EDM was free? You know they're making an unrelated Super Troopers 3, by the way. They're actually actively shooting it right now. Probably isn't going to still be as good as the first one. I mean, the second was funny, but it was nowhere near the first. Obviously, it's hard to reprise that, but... All right, guys, we are closing in on almost the midway point on Andy. Man, this has really flown by fast. That's the one thing about TZ Map and Andy. When you are in the fucking zone, man, time just flies when you're dialed in. I mean, most of my runs are like 30 seconds, so you're pretty much getting 120 in per hour. I mean, again, assuming that I'm kind of on point and I'm not necessarily distracted and navigating around. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Another burnt one, but that wasn't ruled from... What's up? I made another drink and I have shit to do tomorrow. What are you drinking over there? What's on tap tonight? What's the sacrament of choice this evening? Old fashioned, let's go. Ah, man. Wonder where Extimus went. Extimus came in right when the stream started, and then he dipped out. Maybe him and Shadow both fell asleep. Extimus was probably watching from his bed. Another wand, the Grim Wand. Another Ami, too. Yep. Extimus was here in the beginning. Extimus and I are friends. We know each other. We speak. Oh, Seraph's 2-1, though. Yeah, good to see him coming out with that content. X tends to go in kind of blitzes. Like, X will kind of come back, he'll get motivated, he'll get impulsive, he'll roll out some content, and then he kind of takes his breaks, but good to still see him alive and kicking. He tends to drop in my streams. And then, I mean, we're in each other's Discord servers, too, but we share some mutual overlap and friends. Maximus is good people. I could go ping him right now and tell him to get his ass in here. That's a good way of actually putting it. That actually very to a T describes Extimus. I'm gonna go ping him right now. Let me see if he's around. Let's see. Is he online? Hey, he looks like he's... Oh, looks like he might be asleep. I just pinged him. If he hears me, he'll come. He is definitely an Act 6. Yes. He's preparing for that February announcement coming. What's up? Didn't you have a Frozen Orb ES build video? I did, yeah. A lot of my... Yeah, so I play a lot of... Oh. Sorry, my mouse just tweaked out. Yeah, I play a lot of Cold Sorks. I love Orb personally. I just love the skill in general. So oftentimes I'll play ES Orb builds. So I can probably go find my Maxwell build for you, and I did use her. I mean, a lot of my streams for the Grail, I also was playing her. I was gonna make a dedicated video on the build guide. Honestly, I got sidetracked. I was like about to start working on it and then just got distracted. I had to try to find the best resource for you to basically go read about it. I'll have to think on that one. Are you just looking for a build specifically, or how can I help? I can also just like talk you through some stuff now as well. I do have some clips though on my Twitch, so there are definitely clips and recordings that I took about talking about ES specifically. Yes, you can also join the Discord and you can talk to me hands-on. I'm always happy to chat in Discord about builds, theory craft, and any of that fun stuff. So if you ever want to join the Discord, you can ping me there. Easiest way to get in contact. Appreciate that, Kron. Oh, he's over. Oh no, sorry. He's over on YouTube though. But I will drop my Discord there just in case. I know you've probably seen it come across with some of the timers, but dropping it in case anybody needs the link on YouTube. Yeah, one of my favorite combinations of Hell progression for dual Ellie is Orb Hydra. It's a very effective combination. So if you wanted to stay down the Orb tree, I would go Hydra. So your primary will be cold. You'll obviously have static. You'll have your tanky Merc for telestomping. Hopefully, and I would do a Might Merc because you don't obviously need Holy Freeze for CC. You don't need any crowd control with Holy Freeze. Go with Might, so that'll help the poke damage on the slam. So go Orb and go Hydra. The Hydra is also really nice, especially if you're a hardcore player, because especially when you get into dolls in those situations, like I think you're going into Flare Dungeon, right? It can basically, it's a turret, right? It's going to see around corners, essentially an auto detection, if you will. So, you know, Hydra's not going to do the most damage, but you're really only using Hydra. You know, oh, Dwarf BK. What's up, Cheeks? Hit a sick ES Orber. Yeah, so the builds that I like to specifically play, Yeah, I mean, you could go a pure Vit Blizz build, and you could certainly look. I can get through the game, by the way, on cold. I would say most veteran players another Bulmanald, of course. Most veteran players, I would say, can get through on cold. I can beat hell on cold without a dual Ellie. I've done it multiple times. I can play cold from normal to hell without a dual element and get all the way through. So yes, it's extremely possible to do even without a Sunder, right? Because obviously you don't have a Sunder if you haven't beaten Bale yet. Obviously, if you've already beaten Bale and you found a cold rupture, then that obviously makes it a lot easier. Oh my god, that's the third fucking bone wand. Come on, Andy. That's the third bone wand, literally, that she's rolled. Crazy. So, yeah, I would say Orb Hydra is always good. But Orb you can go through all the way, especially with a Cold Rupture. The Sunders obviously changed the game. And the nice thing about Cold Mastery is obviously you have the native Pierce, right? So, it's the only element to have that level of native Pierce. And so as long as what you want to do is you want to get your Cold Mastery at a minimum, especially for hell, to at least minus 100. That's going to be very important. Oh, Viper. Let's see. All my Vipers roll such shit. How is this one? Let's see. Oh, 31-13. Perfect on the MDR. 4 perfect on the res. Okay, respect. I'll keep that Viper. It's one of my better ones. I've had so many bad Vipers on the Grail. That's a high-end not godly right there, as we would say. Yeah, so I was starting to explain my ES kind of orb builds, right? So I am a big fan, as most know. I do not max ES. I think it's a waste. I think it's silly. I think it's a technical calculated error. I think especially for hardcore specifically, I aim for 69 to 71% absorb, which means that my mana pool doesn't need to be as high, so I can have more triage into my vitality. And then I also usually build around a 55% block. So I'll go the Gurks build, so not quite full Immortal Sword, because I'm not wearing a Glad Bane. But Gurks is obviously a primary component, right, of the build and how I play ES Sorks. And so I'll basically go 69 to 71% absorb, obviously max TK for mana efficiency. Obviously you're maxing Orb, you're maxing Ice Bolt for synergy, you're getting your Cold Master to minus 100 Pierce, you stop there. The rest you can do is basically pump Warmth for mana regen. But when you build, I basically play around 1k HP, 1k mana, give or take, 55% block. Obviously, she's pretty tanky with the ES as well. So it's a pretty, relatively safe build because you're also playing Orb, right? Which is a lot of kiting. Because when you're playing Orb, right, you're essentially doing a lot of overlapping fire, right? Because you essentially... You want to cast overlapping orbs because it essentially increases the kill box, right? And that initial inside orb has a DPS explosion. There's really good exponential damage there if you can aim them really well. So I do a lot of kiting and a lot of overlapping fire with my orbs, and that's a tactical move specifically, especially when crowd controlling or working on single targets to maximize the DPS output of orb. Well, I will say this, gentlemen. You guys have all tuned in. I'm glad you guys have been here to celebrate and enjoy in this journey. But you guys now know that we have one final item remaining. So every time you see your fucking boy online, and if you see the title and you see the thumbnail, one item remaining, you will know that the Grail continues. But that said, oh my god, another dimensional shark. ES does not absorb physical damage, so well, sorry, let me sorry, that was dumb. That's not true. Excuse me, sorry, I'm thinking of poison penetration. So yeah, you're gonna basically, like, the way I would think. Oh my god, another sacred. Holy shit, I did not see this. This hidden in the item limit. It's a second sacred tonight. Second IK. So I mean, you have to think about and shield, like the damage input output kind of formulas, right? It's going to obviously absorb damage, right? And then the resistances come in, and then you have your PDR, MDR integers, and any type of, well, the absorbs or element specifically. But I mean, obviously it'll absorb the damage, right? Or a part of it, because it's mostly fizz. Obviously dolls can be fire enchanted too. Then it's fire damage, half fire, half fizz, and so that's where it can get really dangerous, depending upon if it's an elite doll when it crits. That's where I think you got to really be careful based on kind of paying attention to what you're fighting. But I mean, obviously ES is going to help you tank, right? Remember, I want to go back to blocking. You can block a doll. Like, you can block the doll crit, right? And that's what block is coming for, right? So obviously any type of physical damage reduction, if you're wearing burrs, you have dungos or anything like that, right? String of ears, if you will. You have a decent block, plus you have energy shield, you can totally tank dolls. I wouldn't say that you're gonna, you know, God, the might is, I said aim and might too. That's a nasty combo. I gotta take her down fast. Man, dual Archon plate. Ooh, we got the Zerker. Tossed a rec jewel, dude. Trauma. Kron's favorite thing in this game is how all of us veterans keep so many, air quote, GG jewels that we intend to use later that never ends up happening, and they just basically rot in our shared stashes or on our mutants. They basically should just be used as crafting mats at that point. On the unknowns. Yes. Amen to that. All right, crew, we are in the final 19-minute stretch of this stream with TZ Andy. I want to see everybody drop the 11s in the chat. Please, everybody on YouTube and Twitch, I want to see the number 11 in my chat. We use that as a good luck charm here. We've done that on the Grail for some time here. I want to see the 11s flood the chat. For anybody here at their keyboard, please keystroke in those 11s. Obviously, we know Kron's going to fire up 13. Let's see that chat flood with those 11s. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. Get those 11s in, man. Good luck charms. RNG servers. Let's go. Josh coming in. Leaf, Sliv, Squeaky Cheeks. Waiting for Kron's 13. Kron always loves to drop a 13. He never listens to directions. Oh, wow. Kron actually did 11. What's up, Hog? Thank you again for that sub, brother. Over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Good looks. Happy Tuesday. Happy Wednesday for those that are on different time zones. Happy Grail. Happy hunting. Forgive it. Oh, why? Oh, that. Dude, my mouse is like tweaking out. I literally. Whoa, what the? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, God. Okay. I was over on my CTA. I was like, why the fuck is he not hammering? That was a fun experience right there. Thought my mouse was tweaking out. I was like, okay. Yeah. Must have hit W when I was going down. Yeah, I'm sitting there like, yeah, I'm definitely not hammering right now. Yep, I saw the one. You beat me to it, Squeaky. I don't know if she's just priming the pump for us for the days to come, but, I mean, there have been a lot of wand tables rolled on this 40 minutes of Andy. Oh, there's a Corona. Oh, it's a Crown of Ages. Slib, are you gonna ever get back to your Grail? I know you had done it for a little bit. I think you like broke around, or you took a break around like 30 or 35%. Fatherson, if you're still here, are you running TZ Andy? I know you said you were gonna jump on your hardcore Grail too and run. You're probably focused, but if you can hear me, I'm just curious if you're still here. If you found anything good, share with the chat. GT. Yeah, I hear you. Ah, God, we're maxed out again on gold. So annoying. Whoa, look at that summoning druid. Holy shit, level 30. Oh my God. That is a god tier neck piece for level 30 summoning druid. Yeah, I'm actually going to keep that because I have not made a druid yet. And oh my God, that thing is beautiful for level 30. Yeah, dude, that's a level 30. I'm saying for progression. I mean, look at this thing. Level fucking 30 for a summon druid. God damn, dude, that thing is awesome. Yes. That is a gorgeous neck piece. Don't sleep on the summon druids. That's what Mata's playing. I don't know. Did Mata go summon? What is Mata playing, Kron? Or is she going hybrid summon, or is she went Ellie? Actually, she asked for the Mage Fist, so she's probably elemental. Good point. Oh my God, another fucking Bloodlord skull. Bone Flame. Oh, never mind. That's the Dark Force spawn. What am I thinking of? The Bloodlord. Not the Bloodlord. The Succubus skull. That's what I was thinking of. Ooh, that is another Geeds, though. Oh, weird. Why didn't that? Oh, okay. Tried to pick that up. It didn't do it. I thought it was a Geeds. Never mind, it was a Sunder. Oh man, my eyes are getting heavy, crew. I'm definitely tired. Mata went fire. I figured she was going to go Fissure. Yeah. At least initially out of the jump. Oh my God. Look at this roll, man. Look at all those uniques. And the 4th Bone Wand. Oh my God, dude. That is her 4th Bone Wand in this 46 minutes. Wow. Okay. We're just dropping ooms. That's an ooms, right? Right? Yeah. Oh, Grave Spine. Never mind. Not an ooms. And a Grave Wand. Never mind. It's a grave. Games, yeah, I saw the Rock Stopper. I just don't ID certain things now at this point because I just have so many of every item. So I'm kind of selective in terms of what I'll ID and what I'll leave. Just found a +3 bow, 3 up on stag. Nice. I know you like your stag bows. High tier magazine. I like it, dude. What are you gonna put in there? What are you gonna make? An edge? Yeah, that is true, Squeaky. I mean, I think I got in the habit. Oh, another ring. I got in the habit for a while of IDing a lot, to your point, because I wanted to kind of have the trophy of perfects, but sometimes, you know, it depends on my mood and like how fast I'm moving. Oh, Melody, nice. You know, sometimes I'll ID stuff, sometimes I won't. Perfects are fun to get for sure. I mean, that's part of the thrill of the Grail. What do we got here? Ooh, another Nagel. Man, jeez. It's 2 Nagels tonight. That's 2 Bald Manalds. Yuck. We had the 13 MDR Dwarf. We had the low Ravenfrost. Man, our rolls have been terrible on the rings tonight. I mean, even the Ammies we had, I think it was the 2-1 Seraph. It was the Noko. Yeah, so we haven't actually hit a lot of our unique Ammies very nicely tonight either. Jewels. All right, closing in on the final 12 minutes here, crew. Let's go, Horde. Lock it up. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Kron, I still got to do all my fantasy stuff after this, man. I know all the rolls are going to be happening soon. I have not even had a lot of time to look at the wires and shit. I'm going to hop on the computer upstairs after I get up, get myself situated down here, and then grab the laptop, get in bed, do some night owl reading. Great to see some life with Flapjacks coming over and actually peppering Jamar Chase and Higgins with targets. Good stuff, Leith. Yeah, thank you. It's very important. Clips are very fun for discovery purposes. Oh, Trangs, what's up? But honestly, it just did it to me again. My mouse is definitely sticking. There's something going on. I don't know if it's my battery that's getting low, but I don't think it's my battery because it would be flashing red. My wireless mouse. But I've noticed it a couple times tonight that I'm holding shift down, right? And I'm going to yeah, I saw the ghost magic. And I'm going to attack and it just sticks there. It's not attacking. So I don't know if something is up with my mouse, but I got to definitely check that out, especially being hardcore. Yeah, I mean, I keep my desk extremely clean and I clean all the time. I guess I'll have to flip it over and see what we get, but yeah, it's been a bit fucking off tonight, which is weird because half the time, yeah, I mean, it is a click issue to your point, not a laser issue, I guess. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that too. I was like, oh yeah, that would make sense, but it is the bottom. So. Tankards. No, I use Razer. I've had no issues with this mouse. This is kind of the first time that I'm kind of seeing it tweak out after all these hours that I've had it, so. I don't know if you caught that. It's a Razer. Razer Ballistic. I'll fuck with it tomorrow. I mean, I always joke that it's more hardcore, so when you if your keyboard on Quickcast or your click to DPS meter, if you will, is tweaking out, you're gonna have a problem. Yo, Umrune, let's go. We got a pull and we got an tonight. All right. Nothing special on the runes, but we'll take it. Utility runes. Always nice to have. I mean, I've used Razer stuff for a while, just at a, you know, not to suggest that I suggest they're like best in slot or that there's not like alternatives. I've used Logitechs, I've had Corsair keyboards, like I've tried a lot of different things, but when you're saying he made a video about it, I'm curious, like what is he addressing, or what's the kind of TLDR? Like what are they? What's he saying? What are they saying? Yeah, I mean, there is a little bit of bloat for sure, Sliv, with like their Razer Synapse and the stuff that they try to push on you from a software perspective. I think from the hardware standpoint, I've had good experiences without any issues, but yeah, I mean, I've had a couple Razer things for a while now. I mean, I probably can evaluate it some future state. I got a fucking Grim one, man. Pretty sure that's the second set Grim too. Yeah, there can definitely be some collision with other programming and kind of who takes governing or kind of preempting things out. I get that. I mean, look, for me, I haven't had a lot of issues with the program because I've kind of dialed the software in. And like I said, for the hardware, I've generally been fine. Like, my keyboard is like 6 years old, and so some of my keys, I think just the you know, mechanics are obviously starting to give out at some point, which makes sense. The keyboard's like 6 years old. I've had a lot of keystrokes on this Black Widow, kind of Razer Chroma Black Widow. So I probably do need to upgrade my keyboard at some point soon. So I guess I'd have to think about my mouse. But the Ballistic, I feel like I've had this for no more than 2 years, maybe 3. So it's not like it's brand new, either my keyboard or my mouse. They've definitely gotten some work put into them. All right, guys, final stretch here. Let's go. Stay strong. Another TZ Andy and maybe no Grail. Come on, Andy. Yeah, I could definitely swap the switches. I was talking to my buddy Shadow about that, like cleaning it and swapping it versus just outright buying a new one. I probably would do more of the cleaning. I mean, I keep my office pretty clean my rig every couple weeks. I just got to decide I forget what switches I had on this. I'd have to look it up. They're not too clicky, which is nice. I don't really like the clicky. They got, you know, some level of click to the switches, but I forget what color I went with. I'd have to try to figure it out. See if I had it noted down somewhere. Finger oils, touche. I mean, God knows I've been sweating on this Grail a couple times with some close cheek issues, so I joked that in hardcore, probably some additional oil flowing out of those fingers, man, on those close encounters. So, all those years playing hardcore. Come on, Andy. Get a couple more runs in. Come on now. Oh, come on, girl. Make it happen. The matriarch and Dario. Come on. Oop. Thought I was hitting her with the CTC. Nope. It's kind of funny, like when I'm hunting for this now, it's like I was mentioning earlier, like it'd be so much fun to actually hork the Unearthed Wand and end the stream that way. Not the end the stream, but end the Grail that way. It's almost like you want that to happen. Like it's almost like you don't want to find it on TZ Andy in these situations. I'd rather find it in pits in that type of framework. But look, in the end, you want to end this bad boy and you just want to get this thing done and kind of sign, seal, and deliver it. Move on. But God, that would be so much fun. Just a great story to tell. Just the energy, the celebration in the community, right? To kind of be there in solidarity in that moment, to share that, you know, to end it that way. Somebody asked me earlier, what would I think it was William was like, or somebody was like, what are you going to do when you find it? Well, if I found it on a hork, I'd probably go fucking berserk. Just because it'd be such like a raw, organic reaction because it's so unexpected, right? I mean, I do consider myself a barb main, generally speaking. I mean, I really do love playing barbs. I think it was just, you know, a lot of times the barbs were taken on a lot of the teams, right? So they wanted me to play support dins or sorks, right? Or druids, right? I played barb, as you know, a couple times over the last couple seasons on the team. Echoes, throws, etc. But yeah, I played a shit ton of barb in LOD. It was one of my main that I played all the time. So I would agree. I mean, it would be a lot of fun to be able to finish it. All right, guys, this is the final. We're under 60 seconds here, so we're going to definitely be able to get one more in here. Let's see what we got. Take it. Who do I play with? I mean, there's a bunch of hardcore guys that I play with a bunch. We usually race to Hell Bale. There was a time where we were the top 3 teams, even against the Euros. And so oftentimes we would race. We'd be the first, second, or third team to slay Hell Bale. Oh, no. You got a rare unearthed on TZ, Andy? Unforgiven. Oh, no. You were right there, brother. What's up, Lee? Had the same KBD for many years, and it was final D4. Now 1 through P4 all lose and have no paint. On your keystrokes? Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at my keyboard right now. I mean, like, if I'm looking down at the keys, like, they haven't totally rubbed off. I mean, it's beat up. I mean, the keyboard's definitely giving me some good life over the last 5 to 6 years, but dude, Unforgiven, dude, just, I'm going to pour one out for you, man. That is a very, very fun moment when you flip a rare. I've had a couple rares, a couple magics for sure. I've definitely been there. All right, crew, we're going to pause this. This has been a great stream tonight. YouTube, Twitch, but Horde, you guys have been awesome. We're going to come over in full stream. Say what up. What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for everybody for those follows today. Kron for all those gifted subs over on Twitch. Mim, if you are still here, thank you for those 1,500 cheers as well over on Twitch. Sliv, amazing to see you. Unforgiven, great to come in. Happy to hear that you're also hunting for this final item, guys. But crew, we're there. One final item to go, season 12. I will have another stream up this week. I post my schedule in my Discord. I don't know when it's going to be. I got to look at the schedule, the rotations. I might do season 12 leveling. Yep. You ride or die, man. Grip it and rip it another day. Patience, persistence, man. Yeah, Squeaky, William, bunch of people, Leaf, everybody. Great talking to you guys today. Thank you for all the community, their participation. The more you guys participate in the stream, it's infectious, man. It brings people into chat. It gets people engaging. That's why I love doing this, just hanging out with the crew and being here with you guys. But I hope you guys have a good Wednesday tomorrow. Like I said, I'll catch you guys probably in a couple days, maybe next week. We'll see when the next Grail stream is. But for those on season 12, keep up the grind. Stay safe out there. Unforgiven and others hunting the Grails. Stay the course, brother. Stay the course. All right. Cheers, Horde.